5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was pretty much like the start when I had Gibbons. People forget about that. I was just like, yeah, you got Gibbons.
I don't know what I've done, but it's fixed.
Fuck it.
Cool.
If that holds.
My life!
If that holds. If it holds.
That's fucking great. That's tearfully clear.
If it holds.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
So, my tribal people, welcome to I Digress podcast. The show led by the boy Robert Stewart and his amazing co-hosts, but not so amazing, just average and special.
They can take our lives.
Praise Jesus.
Again, as pointed out at my party, he's not 100% Scottish. And we have the man who thinks jollof rice in Ghana is good. But it's average. I'd actually don't.
Hey. If you trying to start...
If you interrupt me one more time...
Get this man a shield.
Don't ever culture appropriate again.
Appropriate my culture. Not again. And get this man a shield.
And that's how the...
Alright, Bean.
That's how the...
Man, that's gonna be like the fucking after credits. All the bloopers.
I just want to get really roasted with my name. Like, as you can see, I am not dead.
Guys, we haven't even started, and everyone's gonna think we're
challenge
toasted.
is not over.
It's not. Hey, auntie.
I'm sweating.
Is this your king? Okay. You got it out of your system? You guys good? You good? You good?
Yep.
You sound great
All right, cool.
for the pod.
Thanks,
so,
man. I got a new microphone.
I got a new voice box.
Yeah. No one asked.
Oh wow.
Got Wakandan technology.
Yeah, me.
Right, boys.
Made me sound like Barry White.
Gonna start in 3,
Ho ho.
2.
Have you seen that Trevor Noah when he's going to America?
What?
He's like talking American black compared to...
I did 3, 2, 1. We're gonna have some silence in here.
Not me! Sorry.
It's not me, it's you.
Honestly, nobody pays me enough for this.
Nobody
Hashtag
pays you
Paddy.
at all.
Well, Paddy technically pays my wage for this.
Okay.
That's just emotion.
I am literally worth £20 a month.
Oh.
Okay.
Right, let's start.
In 3. That's 2, 1. Hey guys, and welcome back to the I Digress podcast. And welcome to another installment of your favorite, The Drunk Episode. Yes, it is me hosting again. You know you'll love to hear it. 2020 has been a massive letdown of awful events and keeps putting everyone's mood down. So, this will be a rather fun episode to bring out everyone some levity. Today, I am joined by the Beats Master, the cookie clown that's in a gown. It's Hafiz Adelakun.
And Saz.
Okay. Our returning guest today, the most famous member, statistically, my golden goose, LeBron's hairline. It's John Brown.
What you say about my hairline?
I'm just saying, man.
Okay.
He wishes he had the bronze hairline.
Whoa! Wow, I'm getting roasted now.
I'm just saying,
Cool.
like, I walked
that's
in
fine.
and I thought we were in like a McDonald's drive-thru or something. I don't know.
You telling me my hairline's like the golden arches?
No, it's because it looks like you should have a hairnet on.
Well, that'll be that.
Moving on.
Fair enough. Then we must not forget the bearded one, your female protagonist who does not care for starving MPs. It's Neil Methvin.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I'll take it.
I guess you're right.
That's the first time I've ever agreed with one of these.
I know, I wanted to get you off guard with the starving part.
Wow, yeah,
He was
that really got me.
ready. He was ready.
He was ready to jump
from
in there.
From what I saw on my screen, he was ready to pounce.
Exactly, because we are all in our individual rooms recording this on Discord via Zoom.
Recording it on Discord via Zoom.
Don't worry about it. I am literally the genius of podcast innovation.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Suck that, Joe Rogan.
we have a relatively intellectual episode for you today. Lest I forget, we might be getting a little bit crunk tonight, so we have a few surprises for you along the way. Pew pew. I'm your host, Rob, and let's dive straight in.
Did you just come?
I digress.
I like how you were like bragging about having John on, and John's like, "Yeah, take that, West." Like, literally, he's bragging about that.
Yeah.
I mean, this part's not going to be in it because Rob hates when we mention any other podcast.
Fair.
Obviously, like, it's just going to be Rogan. And I'll be like, who?
Joe. This is going to be Joe.
Is that guy Joe?
Just Joe.
Average Joe?
And then
Joe
you'll be like,
pod.
oh yeah, he featured someone on his podcast. I don't know. We don't mention any other pods on this pod. It's just... Right, on to our first topic, brought to you by Big Boy Bambino. It's the updates for the evening.
Why is Cardi B's hour so big?
The questions people want answered.
Guys,
Thank you. Please.
Let's roll. Why is Cardi B's ass so big? I mean, I was going to open up with covert human intelligence bill, but this is far more interesting.
Was it Offset that she was married to?
I think it was
Or she's back.
Was it
Quavo?
Quavo?
Was it
No.
Quavo?
No.
No, it was
Offset.
I'm not going to lie to you. This might sound really racist, but I don't know which one's which.
No, I'm 100% on that as
No,
well.
you're right.
Wow.
You're right. No.
To me, the
Wow.
Migos are just the Migos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one more no one knows about.
What's he called? Launchpad?
Quaver.
Launchpad
It's
Quaver.
Quavo, Offset, and...
Launchpad. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll go with it. Launchpad. Yep, that's his name.
Yeah, man.
Did you guys ever watch Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they had the Migos in that.
Yeah,
And for
yeah.
the whole episode, you're like, oh, they're playing these like gangsters, and then at the end, he's like, who are you guys anyway? And they're like, we're the Migos.
Yeah, they just play themselves.
Yeah.
Wait, you haven't
We
watched
digress
Atlanta?
hard. We haven't even like
Yeah, no,
discussed
it's
about
like-
That's the topic, man.
Sure.
Cardi B's ass. I don't
Well,
know
yeah,
what's-
no, head back to Cardi B's ass then. Go on then.
lip fillers.
I was just asking you guys. I want to know your
Did
opinion.
you say lip filler?
Besides you, you're not allowed to speak.
Okay, all right. That's cool.
Neil, Rob, proceed.
Are you asking us why her
Yeah.
her
No,
boobie's so
no,
big?
why? Not Hawaii.
Hawaii.
English, man. Jesus, you're not 100% Scottish.
Come on, man.
I'm not, you're right.
Do
yeah,
you
that is
speak
true.
it? Huh? Do you speak it?
Rob, that's just
We-
patronizing.
Yeah,
We
Rob, come on,
don't
man.
do that
have,
here.
Rob, have a bit of fucking respect. Jesus.
Right,
Yeah,
okay, let's move on to Rob's talk since you guys are too pussy to speak about.
I'm trying, and you just started calling me out.
Exactly. So, the covert human intelligence bill.
Just moved on.
Okay,
Sorry.
this was a bill that was introduced and voted and passed, which
Okay.
is essentially giving the police and spies anything they want to do when they're in a covert situation. So, if they need to get answers or solve mysteries, they can commit murder, they can sexually assault people, they can do drugs.
Where is this?
This is in UK.
Oh, so just
Really?
like SARS in Nigeria.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
same difference.
Same. Whatever they need to do to produce results,
love
that's been voted in.
Basically, I reckon the Tories saw how good Nigeria is going.
They were like,
they
it's
saw
so
SARS kicking off
effective.
there.
Yeah.
They saw that kicking off, and they were like, "We need us some of that."
Yeah,
Yeah.
why have we not done this already?
That is
Jesus.
a level of oppression that we can aspire
When
to.
was this voted?
Oh,
Yeah.
this was voted in 2 weeks ago. Amnesty International are the only people that have actually commented on it.
For all we know, John's an undercover cop.
Hey, buddy.
And he's all going to rat us out because we're following the law in our rooms on
I mean, we
Discord
have seen the
/
Black
Zoom.
Klansman.
I mean, look. Do I sound like I have a white voice?
I mean, literally, his name
not
is
Rob.
John Brown.
Hey,
You're
it's
Robert
not John
Stewart.
Smith.
Yeah, said John Brennan, Robert Stewart.
Out of all four of us, who is the white man?
John, I
I
think,
think,
a couple
I, think
more.
I actually don't sound the most.
No,
white.
exactly.
No,
I
for
know a
once, I
black
think
Neil.
he's right.
What? So anyway, it is.
Neil
pretty
deGrasse Tyson.
fucked. It's
I mean,
pretty
that is
fucked.
quite terrifying.
It is.
They can basically do whatever they want. Did you not say as well? Like, there's not much. Like, there's not a lot that they can't do under this like new law.
Yep.
So they can like.
Literally anything.
They can
like,
beat up
literally anything.
But when you say literally anything, though, there needs
What,
to be like
including, like-
procedures
So, wait, are
for you
you-
to follow still.
Like,
Are you,
No,
are you
no, no, no.
saying? Are
They
you
couldn't
saying it's
commit
only?
terrorism.
Are you saying it's only like that because the wording is so vague that they can do anything?
No,
or
no.
It's literally
It
like
has given them the green pass, the license to kill. This bill, before, if they committed anything like, for instance, sexual assault, or if they committed murder, or if they committed acts of terrorism, they would be procedures after they sort of solved the crime or the case or whatever gang they were trying to bust. But now with this bill in place,
like to determine like did they go too far?
yeah. But now with this bill in place, it's given them a green light. So basically, they can get away with anything they want as long as it produces results.
So basically, they introduced this just to save money on training.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's basically like no Russian from Call of Duty. That's more or less what's like.
Yeah.
what's
I
it like.
mean, I think that's
wow.
a bit. That's
No, that's what he's saying. You can get away with anything. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is.
yo that that level. Oh goddamn.
As a kid, I didn't understand that level. I just shot everyone.
You were just like, you were just holding an R2. Like,
I was like, oh, free targets. I was just going.
Everybody going down. Pew pew.
remember, no rushing.
No, that's ridiculous though, because could you imagine, right? just hear me out here.
Okay.
Mind your business in the store, right? Random guy wearing the same hoodie as you sprints past you,
Yo,
right?
I'm there.
It's not you, same height, unfortunately, same hair color.
Unfortunately.
It basically looks like Neil, but it's
Looks
not
like
Neil.
Neil, but it's not Neil. I was saying it's looking at you, but I'm just going to use you as an example here.
You're
Because
the
if I use
minority.
a black guy, it's too close to
You're
reality.
you're the minority here, Neil.
Got it.
You're the minority here, Neil.
I know for
you know what,
once Neil is the minority.
I feel like
So, could you imagine you get tackled by a couple of officers?
No.
And you just...
Sorry if I got you on that one.
Neil just whipped out the privilege card so quick.
Why would that ever happen?
Anyway.
I would simply turn around to them and say, "Officer, can I help you?"
Officer,
that's
we
the
definitely
thing.
have a problem.
Right, so the guy that looks like Neil runs past, same hoodie, blah,
Do they
blah,
think
blah,
that-
and they think you're him, and they tackle
Right.
you, and you're like, no, it's not me, it's that guy. And they
Yeah.
start beating the shit out of you and shooting you because of this new law. They can do whatever they want.
I mean, he dead if they shoot him.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be that upset about it.
Nah, 50 Cent can survive all those
That's
gunshots,
true.
man, right?
If you can
I'm
survive 10
basically
minutes, then I
right,
think we're
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I feel you.
So was that our conclusion on the bill?
I mean, let's be honest, what else can we really say about it? It's a fucked up bill.
On the
Yeah,
topic
yeah.
of the license to
The
kill
fact,
bill,
the fact that I've not
yeah.
seen it anywhere, apart from this is the first time I'm hearing it.
Yes.
I'm like,
How scary is that?
yeah.
It's madness that we haven't heard of it.
But that's like that goes back to like even the SARS in Nigeria. Like
Yeah.
how
Yeah, no, that
mainstream
was-
is that? If
that
it wasn't
was-
for
that
like
was
Instagram
terrifying.
posts. So for the privilege of the audience, every 15 minutes we're going to take a 25ml shot of rum in our individual homes over Zoom and Discord.
Yeah,
And,
I'm working with Havana Club over here.
What's yeah, no, I don't trust that,
You're gonna have to
Jonathan.
blip.
I'm rocking
blip,
with Club Tropicana.
Blip.
Shout out Wham.
bleep. There we go. That's the word. Bleep.
Are you just gonna add it to what I've got? Because
These pouring noses are all just going into my glass.
Could you tell us the name one more
Rob, I
time,
also
Rob?
have a drink in here. In my house.
Wait.
I don't care.
Also,
Nah,
just to clarify for the audience.
yeah, he told us all to buy the same
we
bottle.
we all bought this bottle.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get Rob to tell us the name of this drink. So Rob, just
Man,
for
John,
the audience,
to
can you
see
repeat
you
the
do
name?
that in that-
Since
in that
we all
little
bought the
square.
same bottle.
Seeing as we all bought the same bottle, we actually bought Cocoa Bay in sponsor of our Patreon, Michael Padua.
Imagine we got Cocoa Bay to sponsor.
Cocoa
I'd be
Bay.
so down for Cocoa Bay to sponsor this thing.
Mate, that'd be so good. Cocoa Bay, if you're listening to this, I Digress podcast, hit me up on @mydigress on the
Rob,
Instagram.
they're not going to be listening to this. We're
Hey,
going
you
to have
don't
to
know.
approach them.
Cocoa Bay.
See? We get off the jingle.
That'd be so good, just like having a little segment and be like, and Cocoa
Neil's
Bay.
segment sponsored by Cocoa Bay.
My God.
Available
Yes.
in all good Aldis.
Mother of God. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, Aldi would be such a fucking good sell.
I love Aldi.
We'd be balling.
Like this is like free publicity, but I love Aldi.
yeah, 100%.
Aldi is great.
But no free publicity. Anyway,
I think I did do a poll, Aldi or Lidl, and I think Aldi won.
Aldi wins.
Did Aldi win?
I mean, I'd only go to Lidl if it was
depends. For the
proximity.
croissants, Aldi.
You mean a croissant?
A croissant.
Croissant.
A croissant, not croissants.
I thought they were called
By the way, have you guys seen the
croissant.
video with the French guy explaining the difference between...
Oh, like
a
squirrel.
croissant- Yeah, it's hilarious because he's like, it's croissant. He like really, really French accent. He went, it's not croissant. And just to switch from accent to English. Was
It's not croissant.
No, Lidl won. Lidl won.
the little one.
Yeah,
Lidl
big
won
up yourself.
55 to 45.
Big up
Kind of like
yourself,
the
Lidl.
yes no vote, right?
It
And
depends
you know
on what
why?
the guy
That's
is.
because Lidl has a bakery.
Doesn't
Why?
You're right.
Why? Who's going to Lidl? Hit me up
Me, I
on.
live next to Lidl.
I
Let
love
me hit me
next
up on
to
the
Lidl too.
@mydigress
What's
and tell me
Frosted Flakes in
why
Lidl?
you're at Lidl.
Rob, we're gonna put up a poll. Put it up right
We're gonna
now.
pay up.
Put it
Yeah,
up right now.
yeah. I'm putting it up right now.
You're not. I can see. You're
No,
not.
what do you mean?
Like I can see you're not.
No,
doing
you
it on
can't.
your phone.
You're in your room.
Yeah, no, but I can.
My phone's not even on the screen.
Yeah, I know, but
No, what do you mean?
You're looking at me.
Nah, you can't tell who I'm looking at. We're
Well,
on a
I have
webcam.
access to the things I'm gonna do.
That was why I just remembered.
Pizza Hut. Pizza.
This
Imagine
entire
someone was like,
Picking at a pizza
little
You say that though. That's actually one of my game
Aldi.
plans. I'm gonna start making like beats for commercials. Just
That-
to send
yeah,
to these
jingles.
I mean, why
Yeah.
not? Like that's where the
Well,
money
that's
is at.
where
That's where it
money
starts.
is, yeah.
That's where it starts, man.
Morrison's.
Morrison.
I mean, come on.
Morrison.
Let's be
Send one
real.
to Gap, just as hard as Kanye beat I can find.
Who's actually shopping at Morrison's? Like, that shop's dead.
I mean, it's right across the road from me.
Yes.
Yeah,
so,
so
New
speaking-
Zealand is a utopia. Speak.
Cool.
So New Zealand.
No doubt.
So recently New Zealand have conquered and basically eradicated coronavirus.
That wasn't even recently. That was a while ago they did that, man.
John, if you would let me finish. New Zealand have eradicated coronavirus again, is the point, right?
Whatever.
So, yeah, so they got rid of it the first time. Then basically what happened was Brits and Americans went over, gave them coronavirus again, and, Jacinda Ardern was just like, nah,
Not
lockdown.
today.
She's like, we're locking down again. You fucked up. And everybody from New Zealand was like, you know what? Yeah, we get it. Like you're
alright,
talking
mate.
sense.
Yeah.
And to be fair, she seems like she's pretty great. Jacinda Ardern is she's like a bomb ass
Yeah.
leader.
Yeah.
And
She
I'm
does.
just saying, not to take away from her authority or everything that she stands for.
Here we go. He's gonna
I'm
make
sorry,
fun of
Caitlin.
our aesthetics now.
But wouldn't you? She is, mate. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, yeah.
The power. I don't know if it's the power or how eloquent she looks. Yes.
There's nothing I find more attractive, Rob.
I
than,
feel like one day Rob's
Alright,
gonna be
cool.
the one that sabotages his own career.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, what do you mean?
100%.
He's gonna be in the middle of a deal, negotiating with some woman,
You're gonna be
and he's
like,
just gonna be like,
you know what, miss?
just let's leave this percentage talks for now. What that ass do though?
Shorty with that thing, dude.
No, I want to know what's dividing this by this.
And it's like, you realize, sir, that you were about to secure a podcast deal, right? You'd be like, yep. So that's off the table now. Thought so. Cool. Bye.
So,
But I can tell you what can be on the table.
Oh, hold on. Sometimes you just gotta slap your dick on
But
the table.
Neil,
I
carry
don't
on
know what
before
it
you
means.
were rudely interrupted.
yes, I was. Jacinda Ardern.
Yes,
doing
she's
super well in New Zealand. And also, so they've got rid of coronavirus twice. They have crowds and shit. They've got nightclubs open. They've got, like, you know, you can like spit in your friends' mouths again without it being weird. You know, that's
Remember
the
when
kind
you
of
used to
thing they
get
have
knocked
on.
out by someone on a stripper pole without even knowing, just because you're trying to walk to the bar?
Excuse me?
Have you ever been in that? Right, so let's name a club here.
Other clubs are available.
I've never been to
Bro,
PT in my life.
you get up, you're quite drunk, you just
I
want to go and pee.
Yeah, been there.
You can't really see where you're going.
No,
you just
I never
like just
can.
walking in a straight line. Your body just knows where the bathroom is.
It does.
It's a natural thing in a nightclub.
It's on
right?
autopilot.
So you just walk in, you're walking past the dance floor, and boom, been taken out by some random girl having a fun time on the
She's
stripper
swinging her
pole.
legs all over the
Yeah.
place on this pole.
Stripper
yeah.
titty. Gotcha.
Please tell me have that ever happened to you guys before?
Sorry, John just said the word stripper titty, and I got it.
I thought
He
that
said-
was your spelling bee word. My bad. Sorry.
Have you guys ever had that happen to you before?
I've definitely been there, but also I've definitely been drunk enough where I've been in a place like that, and there's been like stripper poles, and there's been a girl on it, like, you know, being all sexy, like, and dancing and doing all like fancy moves on it, and I've been like, move. Like, your time is up, and I've been going on just like grinding on
Oh,
this
yeah.
I can confirm
Oh,
this because
yeah.
I've been there.
Yes. Yes.
No, me too.
But-
I think we're always the ones on the stripper pole.
Yeah.
Went to Garibaldi's
love it.
and yeah,
Cardi
it's
B's.
Garibaldi's that pole. There was a girl there that was like, I teach, you know, a strip like a pole dancing class.
She doesn't. No.
A pole dancing class.
gonna
And
be-
I was like,
So
oh,
now we
word?
know what John really thinks about
I was
that
like,
class.
word, have you seen these moves? And yeah, it was
Did she try to hire you afterwards?
hell yeah, bro. I showed her up. Man. Come on now.
I'll get Kaylin to confirm.
Hashtag thick boy. Anyway, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, those cheeks do clap.
You want to clarify? You're gonna die once someone hears this episode.
nah.
To answer the
Trust
second
me,
half,
she's going to agree.
to answer the wait, sorry, what?
Wait, what?
yeah. She's seen these moves. I mean, that's-
Anyway, so to answer
Are you
the
saying
second,
that pegged you?
So can we just blip the name you mentioned there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's the point that you didn't want in.
Or just be like, Kendra, pegged you.
Exactly. I want to start drama. We need a follow up.
I mean,
I've seen
well,
that,
nah, just yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
Anywho.
what?
I
On the
digress.
second point, if he's talking about going to the toilet though when you've been in a nightclub,
Right.
stage fright.
Really?
Like that's a thing, right? No, you've been in a toilet like a nightclub, John. That's because you've never been
I
at
know
the
what you're
point where
trying to
you
say.
can't
It's
find
not
your own dick 'cause
exactly.
you're drunk.
It's not exactly stage fright, but it's more of you just standing there and you're looking at it like, yo, it's a girl waiting on me. Come on, need to hurry up and pee.
I have never been
feel
in that
those.
situation where a girl has been waiting on me. I'm sorry, ever.
Yeah, but John, you're really ugly.
You're right.
Yeah, can we just go to describe John for like 2 seconds? I feel like nobody really knows what he looks like.
Ugly as fuck.
So we already established that his hairline is about 10 miles back.
Is it actually not arrived
do you want me,
yet?
guys? Do you want me to start?
It's still in the taxi.
Fire away.
So imagine Dave Franco.
And then completely cast that out of your mind. And think of Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, if he went on like a McDonald's binge for 2 months
And had a lot of sunbeds.
and then suddenly got hit with a stroke.
Are you trying to tell me there's something wrong with the left side of my face?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's worse on the right side.
Mama, no.
But no, do you know, like, back to the stage fright thing though. Do you ever find that when you've been like, John, you haven't had this. You've never been so blind that you've been.
Sorry, yeah, you're right.
Right, okay, Neil.
I have had a lot of bad
explain.
experiences.
So yeah, it only
Explain what
happens
you mean.
in that scenario. Is that what you're talking?
Yeah, I would say
Yes.
right.
Okay, okay.
Obviously.
Bro,
So I would
give
go-
the audience.
So think about this in the same scenario. If you were talking about it, you're in the club. You walk past, you've just been almost kicked in the face by some girl.
No, not
Stripper
almost.
titties, that's
Hang on,
stripper
no,
titties.
fuck that.
Think about this. You always kicked in the face by some
I'm
girl
short. I got hit in the head.
wearing knockoff Jimmy Choos, right, or whatever they're called. I don't know, high heels. Okay, that happens. You walk in the bathroom and you get in there, and then there's always some fucking gammon in there that's gonna be like, "What? You having a good night?" And you're just like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine." And he's just like, "Hey, you want like a key?" And you're just like, "Nah, I'm just trying to pee." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
Look at
he's
your
like,
rhyming
he's
words.
Like, mate, you sound, you are sound." And you're just like, "Yeah, okay." Still trying to pee though. And so eventually they'll leave and you stand there and you're just like, "Finally, man, I've got time." You set up to pee and you're just standing there and you're like, "Whew. Now's my moment." And then you're trying to do it and you look down and your penis is just kind of like, "Nah."
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh,
The
you
worst
wish.
part is you can feel it, but the penis is
I
like,
know.
nah, we're not
And
opening
it's
the
there,
gates
it's
tonight.
there, and
Come back tomorrow.
you're
Come
trying
back
it, you're
tomorrow.
trying it, it's like,
Nope, not today.
Wow, that's a thing.
Also,
Yeah.
like, not to retract from the story, but I feel like everyone just glossed over the fact that he keeps saying you're gonna walk past a pole and then stripper titty, and I'm like, how big is this stripper titty to whack you on the way to the toilet and knock you clean the fuck out?
you've clearly never been to a strip club in your life.
Yeah, no, that's my bad.
Yeah.
Have you not?
I've never been to a strip club.
I don't want to.
it's-
Have you
it's
seen
the
some of the
worst
people?
Did
experience
not
in my
like
life.
it. I did not. Is it? Are we gonna?
It's just bad.
Where would you go on?
Don't disclose the
So-
place. I don't want to hit.
Yeah,
I wanna
don't
target
say
them.
You
the
give like a
place
city,
name.
I guess.
So was that the?
No way.
That's getting edited.
Wow.
Well,
So it
if
was in
this
Edinburgh.
part's getting edited out, I'll tell you the story then.
Sure.
So it was in Edinburgh.
Yeah, it was in Edinburgh, but I didn't realize strip clubs closed at like 1 a.m. So yeah.
You
What
went-
were you
You thought
expecting?
they were going to be dancing in your face till 6 in the morning.
Yeah, were you
Not even. I thought
were
we were
you
going to be
expecting
closing. I thought we were going to be closing at the same time as a regular club.
Did you think they were going to take the tables and chairs away and just make a dance
Take the
floor?
Take the tables. No, we went in at like maybe midnight, and they were like, "We only got half an hour." And we're like, "Wait, what?
Wait.
Huh?
John sitting there throwing pound coins.
That moment when they said
Pound
you only have
coins? What do you
half
mean
an
I'm
hour.
throwing coppers, my guy?"
John's just like, wait. only have half an
John's
hour.
fucking chipping teeth when he's
John's looking at him like, half an hour for what though?
I'm just here for research. I'm here to spectate what's going on. But no, it was a bad experience. It was just bad.
So I
I didn't get a dance or anything like that. All right.
Yeah, no, I get that. I respect that. I went to one in New York City.
Now that.
Look at the caliber difference.
I know, right?
Yeah, no,
Edinburgh,
see, that's the thing,
New York
right?
City.
Yeah,
That's
so
two
it
ends of the
was,
spectrum right there.
Right, and so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail with this, but when I got taken there and I got paid in kind of thing. This was I'm not going to go into too much detail.
Obviously, Neil's not going to
Look
pay.
at He didn't even pay for himself.
He's not going to pay his own way.
What type of sugar mama were you with?
So it's not, but that's the point, right? Anyway, so I was in this place and it was just weird because I felt super uncomfortable because I was like.
Neil was grabbing titties left and right.
He's like, I'm going to get that New York movie.
But it was just like,
Feels
no,
different in America.
I didn't. That's the thing, right? So I was sitting there and I was just like, and they were all just coming up being like, "Hey, you look really nice. Do you want to come have a dance?" And I was just like, "No, thank you." Like it was the least baller moment of my life. I was just like, "No, thank you. I'm fine. I'm just gonna have to."
Neil's just thinking he's charging. I'm being I'm the Matapia.
What's the line? I can't remember how it goes.
You know the song and oh fuck it, just edit this. I can't remember.
Like,
I stand in.
I'm just gonna chill here with my orange juice. It's fine.
Yeah, so basically, I did not agree. But like, you know what the thing was? The thing that actually made me laugh most was that they actually did have a guy who had like, he was in like a little booth with a microphone, and as they came out straight, he was just like, and all the way from Arkansas, we have Cristal. Cristal is a 21-year-old sophomore in NYU. Yeah. Super.
wow.
That's pretty good. Mate, you should take up a job in like spectating and commentating on stripper girls.
Here we have Jennifer. She's from Dalkeith.
How
Mate,
old were
that's
you when you
calling.
went to this?
Yeah.
I was
Last year, no?
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
allowed to drink, I was going to say.
22.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 22.
He was still sticking with the orange juice though. That's fine.
Obviously.
That's fine.
I don't drink.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about drinking.
Yeah. They didn't have Vimp though, so you had to go orange juice.
Neil was actually just there to encourage women to be better.
Gotcha.
Being like,
You can.
Dude, I had
you
this
don't have
Russian
to live
girl.
your life like this.
This
She's
Russian
like,
girl came and spoke to me, and she was just like, and she was just like, she's like, you don't want to come and dance? You don't want me to dance? And I was just kind of like,
Was she
I was like,
Russian?
Yeah, that's what I said. She was Russian. She was
I
like,
missed that part.
yeah, I was like,
wait.
this Russian girl.
This girl from New York.
Anyway,
just gloss over that.
that's besides the point,
oh,
though.
man.
She came out, and I was just like, no, thank you. Like, you seem really lovely, but I don't really want to do that. I was freaking out, man. I was there. Like,
wow.
I don't know how I'd
Fair.
behave if I went to a nightclub.
Like this.
a strip club.
But hey,
I'll be honest. This was on a business trip that I was in New York City for, right?
that's my
So put
boy.
it that way.
Bigging up.
But like,
Rob's been trying to do
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, I know.
But it was just super weird, man. Like I did not enjoy the entire scenario. There was a guy that I knew who was there as well, and he was fucking loving it. Like he
we
was,
do this all the time.
like I was like we were sitting there, and I was having drinks, and I could see him like across the other side of the room, like titty in one hand, drink in another, and I was just kind of like,
You're like, I heard the wings and strip clubs are great. That's the only
oh,
reason
yeah,
I'm here.
Lou Will told me that's the only reason I was going.
My days. So talking about Russians, it is Dmitry Stuzhok.
Oh, okay.
This is my man from Russia who also appeared in the news last week.
He's not an oligarch, is he?
He is not with us anymore. He basically was an
good word.
fitness influencer who basically lost his life to COVID after he pretended it didn't exist.
Oh.
Yeah, he essentially told all of his 400,000 followers on Instagram that COVID wasn't a thing, and guess what? He died of 2 weeks later.
Diabetes.
I wish. Coronavirus itself.
Oh, I was
gonna say, did he get hit by a tram?
I was gonna go with bus. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Sorry.
edit it out.
So what are you saying,
Bro, we're
Star?
gonna make this editing for you a fucking living.
Yeah,
If I were you,
yeah.
I would just like not even
Yeah,
like go
just
mad.
say it and then edit it.
You know, I was going to try and make my editing job easier. Essentially, if you're not talking to the BM800, it sounds like you're talking from about 10 miles away.
10 miles away.
Also, the amount of
to see the
times,
The
Yeah.
BM800.
Of the camera? Of the
the amount of times I
mic,
try and
right?
move on from my
It's just
stripper
Rob trying to
conversation,
get
I was like, bro.
sponsorships.
If you're not trying to
is
speak
gonna
into
be
the
a fucking
BM800,
nightmare.
then
He's
you
just
know.
gonna be like, oh, Slate Digital. I'm using a really crappy mic. If you guys want to sponsor me and give me all your plugins
In fact,
and compression.
no. Sure. Have you?
Actually, haven't run yet.
No, not yet.
Wait.
My guy, you need
What?
a piece. You are lagging.
Hold the bus?
I have.
Have you? Has he been doing?
Wait,
Yeah,
have
I've
you
been doing my
been,
shots.
have you been dry?
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's because I had most of it. It was just like there when I
Wow.
the other one's
Yeah,
there.
that was not today.
Wow.
I know. What a guy.
So basically,
Apis was talking a big game before we came here, being like, "Yeah, man, I'm taking to drink."
I didn't say anything.
Always Neil. Always Neil.
Literally, the number of times that I've been with.
please talk towards the mic.
This isn't in the podcast.
Please towards the. It will may be on the podcast if I get
This is
juicy
why I'm
stuff.
not talking in this.
I like to keep the juice.
Literally, every time Apis almost says that, it's always me.
Yep.
And it's like, it's happened in work as well.
Do you remember when I called the customer that?
Oh.
It's like,
Oh, you did do that.
Oh no.
The kid was scared.
Oh no.
okay, boys, the
you remember when
15-minute
a
mark is
customer
hit, so
called you that?
please.
We've already
Oh, he was gonna die.
Yeah.
I already did it. Oh, did you just?
Someone was lagging behind.
Mother bitch.
So,
Mother adios.
back on track. Dmitry, oh, really?
Oh lord.
Dmitry Stuzhok. What do we think of this clown who is no longer with us, RIP?
Right, careful with your words. Now.
I was
Don't
gonna
call
say
someone a
I
clown.
like how you called him a clown and then said R.I.P.
It's gone.
Wrong, bro. You never.
The rum is gone.
The rum. Why is the rum gone?
The rum is
Where's the
gone.
rum?
I know, but that was like there was like a lot more.
Man,
than that drunk.
I'm seeing this and all I'm thinking about is future editing right now. And
Oh,
I'm just
hell
like,
yeah.
fuck, you guys are making my job hard.
Yeah,
Nah, to be fair, Rob, all you're gonna have to do is just
Here you
clip.
go, buddy. Oh,
from,
you
like,
already got
start
one?
to
All right,
finish.
cool. That's cool.
Please, you need to keep up, bro. Because I am battering through this.
don't know why.
I'm gonna be wasted by the end of this in this race.
He's gonna be chocolate wasted.
Right, Rob.
Anywho. Anywho.
Bro, it's fine. When you're famous, you can hire someone to edit your
Mate,
shows.
honestly, I swear. They're gonna be the guy that's like crying in the background. What do we think of Dimitri?
Oh, okay.
So my guy,
so-
he came out and was like, coronavirus isn't a thing. And then got it and died, right? That is the long and short of it.
Okay, so this isn't the first time that's happened.
I was just about to say the
Like,
same thing.
a few people have been like, it's not a thing, and then they contract it. I don't think they've died.
I think-
like this guy, but
so-
yeah.
No, this guy got hit hard with
I'm
a
not.
stick.
I'm not as religious as I used to be, but this was one that made me laugh a lot. So there was an imam who's a Muslim, and imam means like
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
the
yeah.
equivalent of a pastor, basically.
Got you.
Like a priest sort of thing. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he basically tweeted out being like, "Oh, he's not scared of coronavirus. God will protect him." Mm-hmm. And the following week, he got coronavirus. There's literally that thing in that drink.
Put some cola in there, bro.
I got you. Oh, okay. Which do you want, the bougie one or do you want the regular?
Yeah, Rob, I'm sorry. This edit's gonna be horrible for you.
Name of your sex tape.
This isn't bad, right? Can I be vulnerable for a second here? Right?
On the record.
No, wait, you gotta take this out. You have to take this out, right?
Yeah, sure.
This is really bad. I was watching porn the other day, right?
This is why I like the drunk episode.
I don't think he's even drunk yet.
I'm not drunk. This is just
Yeah,
funny.
this is fucking sober.
No, right. So one of the seats, things were happening, and I was sitting there, being like, "Yo, this girl is struggling."
Oh no.
like,
Oh, okay.
like I was watching. I was like, "Yo, she doesn't look like she's having fun." Like I'm literally
Was she
there.
was she like switching between like happy face and then like, oh, this is
Nah,
really
as in
painful?
like she couldn't even
Yeah.
move. She wasn't moving. She would go. She'd be like, "Oh, no. And she'd move back up. I'm like, and I'm standing there, my knees. Yeah, ignore that statement. I'm standing there, right, looking, being like, she's struggling.
Hey man, no sauce, but what?
Oh my god, no! Like porn stars, man. Big up to porn stars taking those dicks and shit.
Big up to porn stars is your drop.
Wow. Yeah. That kind of means this whole part got to stay in, so.
No. I don't want your mom thinking of being like, if he's watches porn.
Hey man,
Yeah, it's
so
2020, goddamn.
he watches it, but I don't know about the rest of us, so it's like.
Yeah, I would.
We're all God-fearing children,
Yes.
apart from Afis.
I'm sorry, but when I was watching that, it just made me laugh. Just looking at the girl's face, I was like, wow, she is struggling. And I understand why.
I love how we're talking about Dimitri struggling with virus, and he's thinking about this girl struggling with who knows what's inside her.
Pepsi Max Cherry. Neil's segment is sponsored by Pepsi Max Cherry.
Do you know, I think we can move on to Marcus Rashford.
Yes.
I think this is a good time.
Because we fucked the last segment already.
Because this is the problem with the drunk episode. This is like me
Right
speaking
in
to
the
the
butt.
audience that
Right in the butt.
I get everyone drunk and I can't control
Right
these
in the
guys.
butt.
These guys are uncontrollable.
I'd
Their
like
egos
to-
are all over the place.
I'd like to just say
Wow,
I'm not
coming from
drunk. I'm not drunk.
I'm
No,
not
no,
drunk.
no
I'm
one
just-
here is
I'm
drunk.
just-
Oh,
I feel
John.
we're in a
We
safe
just having a
space.
great time.
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you by the end of the podcast. So just
Because I've never been drunk before doesn't mean you have to try.
I'm
No.
getting there.
You what?
I'm getting there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You're basically meaning he's there.
I hopped on the
I
train.
saw an opportunity and I took it.
I hopped on the train early. What
That's
can
the way I
I say?
see it, you know?
And do you know who didn't hop on the train early? Rishi Sunak.
Oh.
He did not vote for keeping the children of this country well fed.
So wait, has a list of names of people who didn't vote been released, or is this?
Oh yeah, it's been released, but don't have that list. But we do realize that he is a terrible person. And I'm glad he's banned from his local.
Were you not like saying to me a few weeks ago, you were like, man, that Rishi Sunak, what a great guy, man. He's giving me furlough. He's giving me
No.
allowances.
I literally said the
You were.
opposite. I was telling Paddy that you should actually look at how he votes everyone's jumping on the bandwagon that he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, but he is so opposed to anything
Nah,
working class.
the fucking like minister for childcare or minister for children was like she voted against
There's a
the
minister
like
for
free school
children?
rules.
Sorry, so the Minister for Children voted against feeding
You heard right.
children.
children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Surely that's not the actual
So
title,
why is
Minister
she
for
getting
Children.
paid?
no, it's something like that.
Is it?
You know, yeah.
There was
we're,
a video,
we're not
actually.
fact checked.
There was a video
The
I saw.
Vatican literally had hundreds of ministers that all abuse children. So let's be honest, like it's not.
Name your sex
I
tape.
can't remember the lady's name, but there was a video I saw of a woman called Nadine. Is it Nadine something?
Probably, yeah.
Well, but she was on this like talk show thing, and she was like, "Well, basically, if so didn't call us scums, who would have voted?" I'm like, so basically, one person called them scum, and they decided they're not gonna vote to feed starving kids,
Yeah.
which is
Some of the
starving
people's-
kids is obviously a political issue. You know?
oh yeah,
Obviously. I mean, some people have been looking at, like, well, if the parents stopped buying alcohol and cigarettes, maybe they could feed their children. And that was the argument voting against, starving
It's
children
fine.
in
There's
schools.
there's a petition going around to stop funding, the Parliament's free food they get.
I saw that. What was it? What was the breakdown?
Yeah, like
again? Did you see it?
£25 a day.
£25
£25
Yeah.
a day.
Or 850,000 a year out of the
Yeah.
taxpayers' money is
In
going
food?
towards
Not
not
children.
feeding children, but MPs. Sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, they earn over they earn what 75K a year.
80.
Yeah, so
80K
they can
a year.
afford. They
Surely
can
that's like starting.
surely they
Yeah.
can afford the £3 meal deals.
Yeah,
so.
there is.
Oh, yeah, that's not even including bonus if you're like whip or
ridiculous.
You know
Prime
who
Minister.
you know who I love?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure her name is Mary Black. She's like an
the
MP,
Glaswegian
I think, for
one.
East
Or
Kilbride
Renfrewshire or something.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I think it is like East Renfrewshire or something. She's brilliant. Like any time that I've seen a clip of her speaking in Parliament, it's her just being like so real, just being like, in my constituency, there's people starving, there's people using food banks, and you're all sitting
Yeah.
here in your ivory castle. Like
It's not even a
she's
joke.
brilliant.
Those guys have a £6 2-meal course that's subsidized by taxpayers' money, and they earn 80K a year.
Yeah, but man, they earn it, obviously, you know. Like look at the hard work they're doing, sitting
Oh,
in
man.
those green chairs,
Sometimes sleeping.
sometimes sleeping, shouting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Order!
Oh, sorry.
Order!
No, I mean, let's be
Order.
honest, guys. The most hard work they do is fox hunting.
Mate. Yeah, but we can't limit the fox hunting. That has to be at least in a group of 30.
Like it is ridiculous, isn't it?
Order. Do you know what? I might actually just do that every time you guys start piping up.
That's probably a good idea, Rob. I'll be honest.
It's not gonna work. It just
I mean, it
riles up
might.
more.
At least it'll be good for the audience anyway. But praise be thee to Marcus Rashford, the saviour of our times, who
Marcus
got awarded
Rashford, what a
an
guy.
MBE, but the MPs did not give a fuck.
I mean, the guy
yeah.
dealt with PSG on a Wednesday and fed kids on a Thursday.
Literally.
What a guy.
Any Manchester United fan's gonna be fucking reveling in this.
Honestly, no. To be fair, though, I've seen people really hating on Marcus Rashford, being like, "Oh my god, like you know nothing. You're just a rich kid." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, he's a
Man's
rich kid,
trying.
but he's actually out here doing way more than you've done in your fucking bedroom."
True.
This is also the same guy who's like not gonna give 10p to a homeless guy.
Yeah. Well, how is Marcus Rashford? What, 20, 21?
Yeah.
And he's accomplished more than a lot of people can say, and I don't even mean in sports, just in being a good human being.
Yeah. Edit it out.
I was like, that would get us trouble.
Yeah. That would get us in trouble.
Wait, where is he putting that? It's better be close friends.
But we can all sit here and agree
Bro,
that
what
Marcus.
is that drink you've got on your screen there?
It is Brewdog Punk IPA,
Nice.
Not bad.
hoppy postmodern classic.
So if you guys are listening, we're looking for sponsorships. We take sponsorship everywhere. Just hit us up as...
All I want is
My
Coco
Digress.
Bay from Aldi.
Whoa, you can't just interrupt one sponsorship with another
Order in the house.
The right honourable gentleman.
Right honourable
one.
gentleman.
Yo, do you want to love, right? The difference.
Order.
This is something I've come to learn with the difference between European, courtrooms and African courtrooms. You see them calling themselves, "You're a bloody dickhead. Shut up." And literally, African courtroom, literally guys are fighting and throwing cheers and shit.
He'll literally throw a chair at you and you're like, whoa, this turned into a WWE fight
And
so
you find
quick.
out and you find out what they're arguing about. The guy parts in someone else's car space.
And we're sitting here like, order, right honourable gentleman, Methven of the constituency, Fife.
Did you know in the House of Commons they are not allowed to use names? That is why you'll hear whenever they address each other, they'll say the right honourable gentleman has just said this, or they'll say the Speaker of the
Yes,
House.
the
They'll say
So,
the Prime
right honourable
Minister.
gentleman of the
dumbest thing.
constituency
So,
of Dalkeith.
I'm guessing they're not addressing names because they want to keep it confidential.
No.
It's all just keeping up appearances.
It's just like a formality. It's like so in the House of Commons there's all these bullshit rules. There was one that is now untrue because people thought it was rage. It was that you're not allowed to die in there either. But I know it was a weird one, right?
We shall see.
It was as if
Sorry, can you take that outside, mate?
You know what? Yeah. If there was a place to die, that would be the best place to die. Do you know what? They'll bring me back to life and charge me. Who's winning? Who's winning?
There's all these super weird rules. It's like you can't use names, so they all have to be like the right honourable gentleman has just said this, or the right honourable lady has just said this, and then also it was like so there wasn't people thought you weren't allowed to die there. It was like it would immediately get put down as like the nearest hospital. But there's also like just other random bizarre rules. I'll try and look
Yeah, talking about random bizarre rules. There's
there's
actually laws that still exist today that you cannot beat carpets or rags for dust within 100 meters of the Queen.
I've seen
It's
a video
actually
about
illegal.
that.
It's so
the
weird.
Vice video. It's hilarious.
It's so weird.
It's like you can't
sing a
approach-
ballad
Yeah.
to any MP. If you sing like a love ballad to an MP, you can actually get
There's a
beheaded.
certain dress code you can't wear something in
You can't- yeah, you
5
can't-
years of the
You
palace.
can't wear a full coat of armour
Yeah.
within
Or
5
you
meters
get
of the
hanged.
palace, or you'll
Yeah.
be hanged.
It's ridiculous, but honestly, we need to look this up. It's hilarious.
These are legit laws that have not been taken out whatsoever. They're still...
Just because they're hella old and
Constitutional.
nobody pays attention to them?
Yeah. They've just forever
Are we
been
talking
there.
about Tories?
Hella old and nobody pays attention to them, huh?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's why they still run the country.
Yeah, unfortunately people do pay attention to them, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Cool.
But we can all agree that Marcus Rashford is a legend among us.
Oh, of course. No, 100%. The dude,
Definitely.
just turned his Twitter feed into, a bunch of food companies basically going, hey, we'll support it. We'll get on the
We want to
on the
look like
bandwagon."
good guys.
Exactly. That's like
I mean,
I do
unfortunately,
question
that is
it.
the case.
I do question it. Like half
Oh.
of these companies are like doing it out of the goodness of their hearts, and the other half are like, "This is gonna give us great brownie pounds." Yeah.
But
I
either
see
way,
sponsorship.
I would accept it, even if they're not doing it for the greater good.
Yeah.
I would still accept the free food because it's like you're
Yeah.
still making a difference.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I'm not gonna lie. When McDonald's opened up and said they were gonna do free meals, I was kind of sitting like, we don't
From McDonald's.
we don't need free meals from you.
Exactly.
You're gonna cripple our children for the future.
Exactly.
I was like, we already have an obesity epidemic.
100%.
Sponsored by Lizzo.
So as I
Oh
said,
no!
So I would just say right now,
See all this you're saying? Gone.
Oh no!
as I said, I was going to look up rules for the House of Commons.
I was looking.
I don't even know if we're still on this or not because I zoned out, but here we go.
Oh,
So I would just like to read these out to you guys.
Wow.
Right? Rob, shut up.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
in the House of Commons, you are not allowed to speak in Welsh. That is one.
Okay.
You are also not allowed to wear armour.
Indeed. Full coat of arms.
You're not allowed to wear armour. Now, do you know what a coat of arms
Yeah, but
is?
wait. That's very
coat of arms.
subjective because the security guards are wearing bulletproof vests.
No, no,
Isn't that the modern day armor?
No, Hafiz, it means
Coat of
specifically you're not allowed to wear like big metal
Chainmail.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
that.
well, what's that? You know what?
No, it's very
Carry on.
specifically.
Carry
you're
on,
not allowed
carry on,
to wear
carry on,
full
carry on.
You're not allowed to wear a t-shirt. Apparently, it's a very strict dress code.
I'm gonna wear a t-shirt and a coat of arms.
Well, if they're not allowed to wear a
Coat of
t-shirt,
arms is not like a thing you can
If
wear.
they're, like-
Coat of arms is a badge.
I'm gonna kill like 30 people and get all their arms and just wear a coat of arms.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna say this right now. If they're not allowed to wear a t-shirt, someone needs to show Boris Johnson how to do his buckles right. This show's never getting sponsored.
no.
No, we're gonna get sponsored.
Cocoa Bay.
Hopefully we get sponsored by Blue Chew, the pill that keeps you going even when you can't.
They sponsor another podcast that I listen to. Actually, it's really good.
Is it impulsive?
No,
Oh.
no,
No,
it's
we're not
a
on
good
the
one.
same page.
But I thought you were gonna keep going with the rules.
I was, then I said I hate you guys and give up.
And that's
Wow,
a
look
great
at that.
way to move into Neil's segment.
Whoopie dee scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop. Whoop dee dee scoop poop.
Neil's segment.
Neil's segment.
So, what did you guys think of the new jingle? What did you
Cue
guys
the
think of
background music.
that? Yeah, but we just had the jingle, didn't we?
Neil's segment.
I mean, we haven't.
Rob's editing that
I
shit.
mean, like currently, like when I'm doing this, we actually still don't have a jingle as it stands. But Fees and John are gonna cooperatively work together.
right.
Neil's
We
segment.
got this.
Wait,
No,
Sorry,
not right
sorry.
now. I don't want you to do it right now. I
No,
don't want you to do it.
you're fine.
We go
You're
introduce
okay.
you. We go introduce you.
Welcome to my world.
Neil's segment. on my
This is
way.
new segment. You are now
Where he
listening to
talks
Newspeak.
about
Enjoy the
whatever
story.
he wants. Where he talks about whatever he wants. New segment.
This is new segment. Enjoy.
Praise Jesus.
You are not allowed to take that out.
No. That's gold. That's staying in. This is what happens when you get 3 African boys in a room.
Right, Neil, capitalize.
On that note,
Inshallah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Goddamn.
Anyway, if Allah wills it, I will carry on. So,
Okay, what's your story?
I'm just a multicultural guy. Anyway, so, right.
Neil segment.
So, for some reason, last week, I actually did pre-plan this one, kind of, because I thought of it and then immediately forgot. Nice. And Rob reminded me when I arrived today, in my own room. So, basically, Rob and I were reminiscing about when we were in school, right? And do you... Oh, no, I've just poured in my own glass, apparently. Oh, fuck. Dude.
I don't know why you poured more rum in your own glass.
Why did I do that? I like how I've not poured it into anyone else's glass because obviously there's only one here. Right, okay. Anyway, so Rob and I were reminiscing last week about when we all studied languages in school, right?
Why you stopping?
Why you stop?
Bro, what the hell?
No, we've all got good connection. What's his run by? Like a hamster on a wheel? Shit.
Oh, I can. This is awful audio content, so I'm gonna make sure Rob doesn't put this in. You know?
Rob, it's fine. I have
Man's
RX7.
got headphones.
I can take out that screen without affecting the rest of the audio.
Anyway, so just whenever we've all had our shots and stuff.
Got a fucking dirty drink over here. Jesus Christ.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna carry on. So
Drunk episode.
So Rob and I were discussing last week. We all studied languages in school, correct?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just yeses would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I'm actually
Just
trilingual.
trying to get
Sorry,
top.
Rob, is this your segment? I don't think it is.
Trying to get top French from a
John, is
Glaswegian.
this? John, is this?
Neil segment.
Jesus.
See what I mean?
It is no segment. Okay, so yeah, you guys remember doing that? And do you remember doing like these fucking like speaking tests where you had like your teacher would get out the oldest stereo in the world? And for some reason, it was always one that you'd never seen before. It was like probably some weird triangle-shaped thing that had like a furry back.
Mate.
For some reason, it was like...
What the fuck were those?
Yeah, like you could have velcroed anything to it for some reason, but it was always a triangle, and it had a tape section, a big record button, right?
I swear it
Don't know
weighed
why.
like 40 kilos as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, literally weighed a ton, right? So they'd pull this thing out, and they'd be like, right, we're going to do your speaking test now. And if you're anything like my school, right, our French teacher was very French. God
Lucky
bless.
for you.
Ours
God
wasn't.
Bless.
Did she walk
What,
around?
what a
I thought it was
fantastic
about mine. I was like,
Nah,
oof.
fantastic woman.
She
Anyway,
walk
so
around with like a big
she
cat and a
was sitting
beret.
there, right?
Bonjour.
Nah, don't. He'll put on a laugh track. Anyway, right, so we had this, and then so she would come in, and then she'd be like, "Okay, you're going to do your speaking test today," like that sort of vibe, right?
Right.
And then she
Yeah,
would press
going
play,
to do that.
and then what would always happen is, come on, you'd be sitting there, you'd be like, "Fuck, okay, I'm nervous already," because obviously you gotta get all the answers, and they'd be like, "Standard grade, French speaking." And then it would come on, and then you just have some random like French kid coming on speaking really slowly, and being like, "Pour mon anniversaire, je vais au la piscine." And then you'd be there, right? But the thing is, it wouldn't be that clear, and you straight up have it. And you'd be like talking about a holiday, and they'd be like, and it was just the fuzziest, nonsensical thing you could ever hear. Right? You'd be
Mate.
trying to. I imagine for German, it was the same, being like. I mean, I don't.
Oh, no. Do you know how the Germans went?
I never did German in school, but
We didn't even have a German guy. We literally had the most Scottish fucker in the world. He'd come in and be
I
like,
had the same trying to teach me
Alright.
French.
No, but did you
Come
not
and
have like
see.
a? Did you not have like a tape?
yeah, it'd be like, play in tape 1 of section 2.
Perhaps we had that. I don't really remember.
Guten
Ours was
Tag.
different though.
Oh, really?
Because
Was machst du am Wochenende?
No, dude. We asked what we had. It was like, Je veux te.
I feel like you
You
guys
sound like
have
a
it worse.
droid. You
That's the
actually
thing,
sound
no,
like a droid
You
from
couldn't
Star
understand
Wars.
a word it said because the entire. Yeah, like the entire thing was just like, it was like, you know, like when you wear a mask nowadays, you're like getting
Yeah,
served.
muffled.
And people are just like,
I'm like, what language are you talking?
like, so it's so muffled, but that was what it sounded like. And I remember for like one of my exams, we had like a substitute teacher had to sit in to literally take us on one of our proper exams. And she was like, she had this thing up full volume.
Okay.
And also, it was like lunchtime outside, so there was people playing outside, windows open, you couldn't hear shit. And this speaking test is just like, and you're supposed to, and then the fucking question sheet's just like, how many sisters does and you're just like, I don't know. Apparently, Jean can't even speak right. Like,
You're like
Apparently she's
flipping through the
related to
dictionary.
R2D2.
you're literally scrolling through your dictionary, being like, what does it mean? So I mean, my segment normally has a sort of question attached to it. Mine was more of a rant. Just
Nah,
like,
to be fair,
I
you had
feel
it
that.
worse. 'Cause
Neil's
I remember
rant.
what we had in high school. We actually had the teacher in front of us doing the test. I did French.
Oh.
So I man.
No,
literally in
what
front
do
of
you
us.
mean? Huh? What do you mean? We had the lion in the jungle, and we avec vous êtes là, vous dites mais
Et vous vous êtes, et vous vous êtes Osas.
I actually ran
Anyway.
into my French teacher a few weeks ago on the street. Yeah, I ran into her. I was like, hey, how's it going?
If I ran into my friend teacher, she would slap me.
Why did you not take the opportunity to be like, hey, bonjour, ça va bien?
No, so I did, and she was like, "Oh, what are you up to these days? Like, what
in French
what
or
do you do
English?"
these days?" And I was like, "Oh, I go to the cinema and I play football with my brother."
Well, Miss Graham,
man.
if
She
you're
she also asked what was in my pencil case, and I thought it was weird.
I was so
You're like,
bad at
wow.
French.
On stylo.
I honestly hated the speaking test in high school because
Man,
I was so bad at French.
Oh,
the teacher
yeah.
would literally like, so you had the tape
Set the
recorder.
scene, set the
We
scene.
had, so basically, I'm in this room. It's like a cubicle, literally no more than the size of my screen right now.
4x4 wall.
oh goddamn.
And like, teachers literally in front of you, and you're just like, okay, hi. And she says, I'm not even gonna pretend.
What
I
language
don't
did you in
remember.
school?
French.
French, okay, yeah.
So I don't remember any French
Oui.
words. And she said something to me in French, and I would just look at her like, this was how much man hated me. But at the same time, I think she faked love me. She would like ask the question, she asked the question, and I looked at her and went, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you just said, or what you want from me.
You should have just been like, je ne sais pas.
So she would put her hand over the mic and be like, I just asked you what's the weather. And I'm looking at her like, oh yeah, it's sunny outside. She's like, no, reply in French. And I was like, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I feel French in high school.
vous son et vous osas.
I remember someone was like, yo, like, how come you're so bad in like speaking French? I'm like, I already have 2 languages in my head. It's enough.
Yeah, no one gives you
It's
credit for
enough.
that.
Like,
Bruh.
Yeah, you're bilingual.
yeah,
huh?
I'm like, it's enough. I'm not learning
Trilingual.
another one.
Trilingual. No, he's bilingual.
I used to be able to speak Arabic. I've lost it because I haven't
Shut
spoken
up.
in years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a mandatory thing in my school.
that's
is
so
impressive.
dope.
That is impressive.
I learned
Do you-
Arabic for about 4 years.
I understand Fanti, a little bit of Fanti and
Fanti.
Fanti.
It's called.
Oh, actually, no, I am multilingual.
Chui.
Sorry,
And Chui.
It's the
I
line-
understand them, but I
can
can't speak
understand
it.
them.
I can speak
So
Yoruba.
cool.
Can't
I
speak.
understand Hausa. I can speak English.
Wait,
If
so-
you
If
understand
my mom,
Arabic,
if
I'm
my mom
like-
ever listens to this episode, it's your fault that I can't.
Here's
speak
a question that I've always had for people that are in
Love
this
you, Mom.
situation.
yeah,
So, as a horrifically ignorant Scottish person,
It's gonna remove the love you.
a Brit, right? We can only speak English in Britain because we're awful people, right?
Right.
But
Yes.
you guys, so Afiz can speak.
What do
another-
you mean by
another
you
language.
guys?
No, I mean you people,
Whoa.
right? So
Oh,
Afiz
Whoa.
I'm so glad you're actually all my friends. Right. So anyway, right.
Bruh.
So Afiz can speak another language. John, you said you can understand a language, right?
Yeah.
This is the thing that I've always found super interesting. So,
Okay.
when you said you can understand it, like, how can you not speak it? Because surely the two go hand in hand. I'm not trying to say
No,
that to
it
sound
doesn't.
rude.
No, it doesn't.
It
I,
doesn't.
don't,
really
I just
doesn't.
genuinely
it's
don't
very
understand
weird.
It is right.
Because
You
you just know.
yeah. You just know what they're saying, and you
It's
just
like,
like-
for instance, a lot of
But
my
could you not then? But because you know the words that they're saying and what they mean, could you not then just revert it?
The way I
No,
could
because, like,
translate.
if you right
To translate, being the bridge between brother and brother, being half black, half white, I will translate.
Appreciate it.
Okay, it's like imagine accents. So like an Aberdonian accent, you would be able to understand someone from Aberdeen. Maybe I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But maybe you wouldn't be able to emulate an Aberdonian
yeah.
accent.
Yeah,
But you could be like, I know what you're saying.
That's
It's fine.
that's a really good way.
Okay.
Of yeah.
Okay.
Literally, like my mom was telling me.
I didn't
she...
make it sound like really ignorant. I just like
No,
it's
no,
an
no,
Aberdeen
no.
language.
It's a
Of
thing.
course. Like,
It's a thing.
I think my mom can speak 4 different languages.
So sick, man.
3 or 4. I can't remember. But like, there's from the village that she's born, she can speak that language, and then the
How many people would
language.
speak that language? Because
Yeah.
When
like,
it
so for
comes to,
example,
like,
if it's
things
like
like
if it's
that.
really, so say it's like just a tribal language. I know those aren't obviously like
Yeah.
a thing nowadays, but like it's
Yeah.
just more of like an ancestral thing.
Yeah.
Does that mean that like there's only like a couple of hundred people? Does that mean there's like 1,000? Does that mean there's
Nah.
millions? Is it,
No,
like-
no, like so she was telling me today that she like when she spoke to her cousin that she's not spoke to in like 40 years, like a couple weeks
Shit,
ago,
okay.
and she speaks Tree and
Sorry?
Tree.
Tree.
Yeah, and that she's not spoke that language in a long time, but it requires you to speak at like different pitches and different volumes, and it
Yeah.
means like different things.
Yeah.
So she's not done it before. Well, not done it before. She's not done it in a long time.
Yeah.
So while speaking it, like it hurts her jaw to actually speak it because she's not done it in
mad,
so long
bro.
because the different
Yeah.
muscles
Yeah.
like
That's
that you use to
insane.
speak the language. Exactly. Like so she'd be like, "Can
Yeah.
we just go back to Fanti, please?" And just switches back. You know,
That's
like
so
it's
mad.
nothing.
It is weird
So, yeah.
because different languages can actually interpret how your
Oh,
brain
yeah.
thinks. It can
Yeah,
interpret
yeah.
the muscles formed. It's mad. And
It does-
just
it-
for the audience, Fanti's the cousin twice removed of the lime Fanta.
Lemon fan.
How
Yeah,
long?
yeah.
How long have you been holding on to
Mate,
that one?
my God.
How long?
He's been
As soon as you
so
said
far.
Fanti, I was like, had it in thought, and I was like, ah, never mind.
I reckon I can speak for most British people, right? When I say that I feel stupidly ignorant, only speaking English.
Well, see,
No.
Like
Nah.
even
No.
all Europeans, like Europeans, like the French, the Spanish, the Germans.
Hey, don't sell us short. We got English, we got Australian, we got American, we got Canadian.
But like
Quasi-lingual.
Like everywhere else in Europe, they all speak like their native language and English.
Yeah.
But us being Brits are just like no, we only speak it, and it's ridiculous. Like, I wish I spoke a language fluently.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
my like
you
I like I said, like I told my mum that it was her fault that I don't speak.
Yeah, goddamn
Fancy.
it. Fist
Fancy that
Mrs.
one.
Brown.
And she's like, no, yeah, 100%. But when
Well, that's
like
also
she
my
met
problem,
my
yeah.
dad, it was
Yeah.
easier to just speak English.
Well,
That was it.
you mentioned to
Yeah.
me before about you wish that you spoke.
You know
Shona.
what? You know, now we're calling that Mum's mum. I know you're listening to this. You're my number one fan. Love you. But you're the reason I can't speak Shona.
To be fair,
Like,
though,
I'm going whip your ass after hearing
No,
this.
the thing is, like, in most households that of people that like speak a certain language, they'll like will speak it in the house.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Right,
at home,
like-
whenever I speak to my brother, like so
How do we get on the topic of
This
languages?
is such an African thing.
I
The main
digress.
times I speak to my brother in my language is when I'm angry at him.
Oh yeah.
It's such a natural
What's
thing.
the language again? Sorry.
I speak Yoruba.
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 Yeah, like most of the time, if my mom's calling my name followed with a Nigerian, with a Yoruba accent and a Yoruba word following, I've done something wrong.
Well, the thing is that's
Dead.
weird is that I've noticed is like when you speak to your family in English, you also still speak in like a Nigerian accent.
So the
But that's
problem with
not how
Yeah,
you would
switch,
speak.
so
just
the
naturally.
thing is, because like Nigeria was okay, this is not me trying to be bad here. It's just like a thing. Because Nigeria was colonized by Britain,
Yeah.
Nigerians have got to a situation where they know how to mix the language with English.
Yeah.
So it becomes like a natural thing
It's-
where like when I'm
No, no,
speaking
but, I say- but like,
English.
but like
Yeah.
obviously, but this
Pigeon.
is your
Yeah.
normal act. Like, so I say normal, you know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is how you would speak naturally because you've got like a Scottish twang there.
Yeah.
But like, whenever you speak to your family, especially
It's
your brother,
completely
your mum,
different.
No, but you speak English with a Nigerian accent. But then if you speak Yoruba as well,
Have any of you ever been on BBC Africa?
Yes.
Have you seen like when they write stories and it's in pidgin English?
I'm
Yes.
gonna,
It's mad,
I'm gonna
right?
interject in that I didn't know there was a BBC Africa.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a thing.
I thought this
Yeah,
would be
yeah.
a point. Yeah,
It's a
There's a
thing.
BBC.
Yeah.
Is it a channel?
Yeah, no, sure.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
Just like
like,
how you
I was
go
reading
If you
an
think about it,
article.
there's BBC International, there's Africa, there's like
I've
each
heard of-
country has their.
I knew there was like a BBC Asia.
Yeah.
I knew there was
Yeah.
like a thing in the. I knew it was that, but I didn't know.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
BBC.
Big up to
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah, no. So I was
Okay.
reading this article in pidgin English, and I was just like, "Damn, I've heard my mom speak like this before.
Pidgin
or I've
English
heard my
is
auntie
great.
speak like this
But
before."
like,
I
like
love
no,
it.
pidgin
Yeah, it's
English
like-
is just like a broad term for like broken English.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
practically
yeah.
the same
But
thing,
like,
yeah.
what do you mean? Is like,
Well, it's
So
enough
basically, let me
that-
give you an example. If I was saying like Pigeon
You got
English
this,
and
Hafiz.
like let's say, or like you said to me you're going somewhere, and I was like you have like let's say I was your dad for instance, and you said you're going
I
somewhere.
wish.
And like instead of me saying where are you going, I'm like where you they go.
What, sorry?
Where? So basically, instead of saying where are you going, it's where you they go. So it's like literally putting the words
It's
in
yeah.
a completely different form.
It's like if Yoda.
You ever watch Nollywood?
It's like if Yoda was put in order and then just...
I was like, you ever watch Nollywood? It's like if you're watching
Yeah.
program like
Oh my-
that
That's
pretty much
basically
is
is.
Yeah.
anything like
go
that.
on
And if you
Nollywood
notice
That's
something in
all Pigeon
Nollywood,
English.
have you ever noticed when like there'll be a scene in Nollywood they're speaking and you don't know what they're saying?
Yeah.
But randomly there's an
just-
English sentence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to speaking like that's literally what it's like.
I think I've said this before, but Nollywood, right? I remember I used
Hey
to have
man,
it
it's
on
number 2 in
Sky
the world.
TV.
I couldn't care what anyone else says.
Number
Three.
three. Bollywood's got
Okay,
right.
yeah, that's right.
Not Nollywood, right? I remember.
There's also only 3
there used to be a
woods.
Nollywood channel on Sky TV, right?
There was.
Yeah, there is.
There was.
And
yeah.
my opinion of it, which I've now realised being an adult, is Nollywood, if you watch the
Adult
films,
term
is
used
like
loosely.
porn without the porn.
Fuck you, it's got bear with budgets now. It's got a lot of bear.
I don't know, man. I've seen
Ever since the-
I don't know, man.
There's these videos on YouTube that are
Fees,
like, you know,
fees. Like, there's times I'll back you, but
Nah,
this
fuck
ain't
off.
it. This
That's
ain't
some
it.
of the Zambian shit.
No, it's like-
you're not gonna insult. You're not gonna insult no Nollywood.
it's like visual effects creators react, right?
no, that's not
They react to Nollywood ones, and it's like
I've
all
seen
they've
that,
done
I've
is
seen
like
that.
cut a picture of a guy on Photoshop onto a helicopter, and that's it. Yeah.
Mate, it's like some 10-year-old just went, alright, let's do it. I think it's a good time to take a break.
Oh my god.
We're gonna pause for. We're gonna pause for. We're gonna pause on advertising.
Whoopie dee scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop. Whoop dee dee scoop poop.
So, guys, our next topic, we're going to be talking about hashtag Pizzagate. Basically, this is going to be our foil hat segment again. And for those who don't know, John, do you want to take us over? Give us a little run summary on what you regard from Pizzagate. For
Okay.
those who might not know.
So, from what I have seen and read, Pizzagate, I think it was a place in New York. A lot of people had this conspiracy theory that the certain pizza place, if you walked to the back and there was a certain secret door that you could actually go through after ordering a specific pizza, that would then take you to a room where you could like bid on children. Yeah, like if you ordered a specific thing, you could then go and like one person actually got arrested trying to break into this certain pizza parlor.
Hold on, I need to go put my foil vest on.
Yeah, I
Hold
think you
on.
need your vest. This is
Rob, I
this
need
is
my
law.
vest.
This
Don't
is
worry,
law.
guys.
Rob, fetch the vest.
Guys, the vest is going to be £20 a pop, straight off from at My Digress. We're having it on sale.
So now we all have our vests on. So thank God now we all have our vests on.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay,
But yeah, no.
so-
Somebody recently was arrested trying to break into this parlor, pizza parlor, and free the kids, because they heavily believed in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there were people were making these conspiracies connecting to the Clintons and
Is this like
connecting
similar to the
QAnon theory?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
it's pure
yeah.
QAnon. Yeah.
So yeah, connecting to a lot of high-profile people. Obviously, Epstein was in the
Obviously.
mix. You know,
So-
I mean, I think he was the one making the pizza. But yes,
No, it's
This
clearly
rem-
Papa
this-
John.
No, this,
You're right,
This
my bad,
reminds
my bad.
me of and
just because he can't use the N-word. Yeah.
So this reminds me of a thing that Lyle told me about one time. Lyle was on that last week. He said, I can't remember what website it was, right? But apparently there was like furniture website. John seems
Wayfair.
Like, Wayfair, right? John,
They
do
were
you
they
know-
were they were selling cabinets for like 10 grand,
yes,
and they were selling
They were- yeah,
like
but-
drawers and shit for like
but
10
they were
grand.
but they were called things like Sophie and yeah,
yeah, and then
yeah.
they linked perfectly to missing kids ads and all this stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that was
yeah.
it. So, but they would have like matching cabinets for like
For every single
for
missing
like
person.
£35. No, they had like a matching for like £35, but then they'd also have like the same one for like
That's right. Yeah.
yeah. So they'd have like a matching cabinet that's if it was IKEA, it's called like a Wunderslot.
Yes.
And it'd be like £8, and then they'd have one that's called like Sophie, and it was like 25 grand or something.
Yeah.
Now,
Purely coincidence.
Yeah. Now we at the I Digress podcast do not obviously believe in conspiracy theories, but we will discuss them.
Oh, this is the foil hat segment. We got our foil vests on. It's all
We
good.
do have our foil vest, and I feel a lot better having my vest on.
Your
Yeah.
full vest is looking really good on this.
I know,
really
it's
smart.
making your guns look very tight.
And he's
I'm almost
so
bursting out of
jacked.
it. I know, I don't like. You know what I'm gonna do for the first time? I'm gonna stop curling.
Oh.
let me just
Whoa.
put these down.
I thought you've done about 1,000 of these
Okay,
already.
so-
Guys, why does nobody comment on it when he's just doing bare bicep curls in a
because
foil
everyone
fucking
just
vest?
kinda gets
Like,
used
it's
to it.
normal now, though.
Everybody just kind of gets used to it.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, of course.
But so as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying.
Wayfair and their cabinets and stuff named after
Yes.
missing children.
So yeah, I'm saying, is this the pizza restaurant had a similar thing where people are like, oh, this is super creepy.
They
They've
didn't
got
make
cabinets.
it. They didn't make it as obvious as Wayfair did, though.
But
'Cause
is it like a-
you ordered a specific thing? It didn't tie to like a
So
children's
you know
name
in
or
Get Out when they have like the kind of silent bidding thing where they're just like
Yeah,
betting on the
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
it like that sort of vibe?
Yeah, but I'm assuming in the conspiracy, the kids knew that they were like this was their life now.
Wait, what?
Rather than Get Out,
As
they,
in
did,
in
they
the pizza
didn't know
shop,
they were
the
being.
kids were there just being like, "What up? It's your boy." Who wants it?"
They were like, follow me on Twitter at noob69. But no.
Oh!
no.
My Digress has no association to this whatsoever.
Oh, I just thought that was an opportunity for. You know what?
Maybe
Rob,
not plug right now.
Not in this segment.
Rob, I've had a lot.
Not
of
in this
okay.
segment.
You know, I do love plugging things, but maybe not here.
But no, recently Pizzagate and the Wayfair conspiracy have been like the most prominent things connected
Wait, no.
to
So wait,
child
no. So, okay, so
trafficking.
talk to me more about this Pizzagate, right?
Okay,
Right.
So
alright.
Rob, shut up. I'm doing presenter stuff. I'm
Oh.
doing host stuff. So talking about Pizzagate.
Right.
So the premise behind this is that people would order a pizza
Right.
of a certain description.
Right.
Let's go
Yes.
with Hawaiian.
Okay.
Because,
Because it's disgusting.
well, I mean, I don't mind pineapple pizza, but anyway, right? So people would order that, and then let's say they would go to the back of the shop and be like, "I've ordered a Hawaiian," and then somebody's gonna be like, "I got you," and then they go
And I
through
slip
the
in being
creepy,
like,
weird
yeah.
pedophile route, right? And then after that, there's just like some weird like child auction.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Okay, cool. So
Yeah, no. I think it was
Is
a
it
little
like-
bit
is
more
it-
discreet. It was like,
is it like
see,
in
you know when
Taken? Is it like in Taken though? You know where they have
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
awful.
When
Yeah.
when like the very end scene where she walks in and there's like 6 different like blacked out screens just bidding and like I think that's exactly how they were portraying it.
I assume this
But
has been
they-
debunked.
I think it has been debunked, but a lot of
Yeah.
people still believe it.
Is this like a
to be
random
a
New
thing.
York pizza restaurant or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the place.
We don't need to mention names.
Yeah,
You know
of
what?
course, of
I
course.
hope that it has been debunked because, like, well, obviously I hope it's been debunked, but I also hope that it's been debunked in the sense that, like, whoever runs this pizza restaurant, who I assume does not run a fucking
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
child sex ring, I
It is
hope
the
that
worst.
they have like not had their business completely destroyed by this.
Yeah,
because-
no, I don't think they have, but I think it's one of those things where like the internet just grasps onto an idea so hard.
I tell you what though, this links
That-
perfectly to the social network because we look at how Pizzagate managed to travel so fast. It has actually been proven that fake news travels 6 times quicker than real news. And
Oh, that's right,
The problem
yeah.
is,
I would
the
love
problem
to call you
is,
out, Rob, but that is
problem
that
is
is yeah. Yeah.
that's literally what happened was everyone who was on a Facebook group that followed something that was like 5G towers produce COVID or
Oh, God.
anti-mask groups, they were targeted by this whole Pizzagate theory and they were targeted by Facebook, and now Facebook is being held accountable because it's like, where do you draw the line?
Have you all watched the Social Dilemma
Yes.
I
on
just added that to
Netflix?
my list.
So-
Today, so I'm gonna be watching that now.
We talked about this in an earlier episode, John. If you
Bruh.
clearly haven't listened.
Clearly haven't listened.
But you know
yeah.
who did listen?
Apparently it's
Caitlin,
I know.
who will feature in season 3.
Oh,
the-
okay, all
sorry?
right.
What?
Who'll feature in
Caitlin, you
season
better be
Caitlin
ready.
Duff.
So the fact is with these things, like you may not realize, and people that are listening to this as well can do this, is that if you have a Google account, mainly if you have an Android phone, right?
Yeah.
But also if you have a iPhone, and if you have like a
an iPhone.
Google,
I'm Nigerian, but I got like English for some of us drilled into me, so it's an iPhone, not the iPhone.
Scoot.
Grabber.
or so they both make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Order in the house.
Anyway,
Order.
if you have an iPhone, right, and you have a Google account and you can go on and you have location services enabled for your Google Maps and stuff, right? You can go on and they will track all of your shit, right?
Yes.
But you
I
can
have
also
that
go
enabled
on-
and I don't even care.
Which actually came really
I have
useful
mine
when I had
disabled all
to
the time.
Sorry,
speak
I
to
don't-
my
I don't-
ex,
I don't-
being like, "Hi, I wasn't cheating on you. Here's my Google history."
Oh, really?
Are you
Yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
Are you gonna keep that in?
Yeah, why not?
Yes! She listens to this. Can I?
No,
We're not
Neil,
saying names.
whatever.
He's gonna cut that.
That's
out.
gone.
Anyway. So anyway, right. So you can do this on your phone. You go back, you can load that, right? But also, if you delve deep enough, and I can't direct you to it, but you can go on and you can find your Google profile. It will basically detail you in a number of demographics, and it will say that you are, for example, an age range, a gender.
Yeah.
You have these interests, and that it's not hard for them to like direct these adverts to you. If you go on and you love QAnon and you love all these Trump posts,
Yeah.
they will funnel this shit to you.
Have
Because
you-
people that post them know they can do it.
I think Instagram have changed it now, but they had a setting where you could actually go in and see what type of ads that were targeted towards you. And I went on this. I think I was watching a Philly D episode, and they were like, "Yeah, if you go through this, you can see it." So I went on. I checked.
Is Philly D a podcast?
No, Philly D's.
I was going to say because we will not.
We
mention
do
it.
not mention any other podcasts on the show.
YouTube channel.
Because we are the
News guy.
number
He's a
one
news
growing
guy.
international podcast
course.
in Edinburgh.
Of course.
Am I digress?
In Europe.
But no, like you could go into the security settings, you could see what type of ads that were funneled towards you. And I went in and I looked at this and I was like, this makes no sense at all. Like the first few made a little bit of sense as to what I'm interested in.
You got like shoes.
But then
You got
of course.
basketball.
Whoa. No, you can see. I think the setting
I'm
is.
removing that, bro.
I think the setting
no,
is
that's
still
definitely gone.
there, but they've hidden it a little bit because there's been some updates and everything. But I think you can find it.
No,
And you
that's
can
the thing.
see.
So,
You
but,
can
like-
see on Instagram what
so
they funnel towards you.
I did
in
this,
these
and I
sponsored
don't, it was
things.
years ago I did this, like literally like at least 5 years ago that I did this, and I looked up and like some of it was right, it was like sports shoes, sports equipment,
Yeah.
basketball, it was like, stuff that I was interested in, also some random shit that it
Yeah.
picks up, because like for school you've googled like, Stalin or something, and it's like communism.
Who Googles Stalin while they're in school?
For a history project.
on history or something, right?
What do you know about history? The guy was a
No.
bad guy.
But ever since then, like I literally, whenever I go on any website, because they have to bring up cookies now, it will go up and it's like you have to. I will go and like reject all. I
do
reject
the
like
same now.
marketing preferences. Like I reject everything these days. But you know what's weird as well is that like sometimes still, it will come up with like targeted ads. So like on Instagram now, I've rejected everything, but it comes up with random ads. But also like the thing that was weird is that today I was out and I was at like Fork and Aird, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a Subway today. And I went and got one, and I ate it.
And his Google is like, "What
No,
are you doing,
no,
bro?"
Right, so, but I got home and I put like a YouTube video on my phone whilst I was eating my Subway. This was like half an hour later because I drove home. And then literally the advert that came up on YouTube was an advert for Subway. Yeah. And I was like, so what it's clearly done is realize that I've paid using my Google Pay for Subway, and it's done that. Like
Either that or just
They're
recorded
watching
what you
us.
said.
You should.
They've said in the social
The Google
dilemma that
adverts
they
are
record
coming.
everything you say. And
Neil,
I'm
you
like,
should
I
see my
totally agree with
adverts. Ever since I started making beats, all I get is
you'll get
this is
plugins
how
for
this is compression plugins. Make your vocals sound louder. Oh my god, you need this guitar instrument. That's
all that I
literally
get
all
now,
I get.
all I get on Instagram now is
Whoa.
like golf adverts, because
Wait.
like since I started playing golf,
Hold up.
that's like,
Hold up. So
yeah,
you-
because I'm white,
Yeah,
probably.
fair,
Yeah, let's be
fair.
honest. Hey, Tiger Woods
but guys,
is an argument that people use sometimes, which is completely irreverent.
what do
Is
you
this getting cut out too?
Yeah, this is gone.
Okay, cool.
And just like that,
So like my Instagram still, when I go on my Discover page, it's like, hey Neil, you like shoes, basketball, golf,
Actually,
females,
speaking
and
of
that is
that,
all that it comes up with.
Did you guys ever do the Google survey thing? You know how like they have the survey app that gives you credits every time you do a survey.
Dude, I wanted
I
that.
used
it
to
never
do
gave me
it.
anything.
Oh no! I made £15 off it once.
It
right?
never gave me a fucking dime.
£15.
It never gave me a single survey.
That's
What
not
the?
bad.
I got like 3 pence after answering like 20 questions.
£15, right? But what I started to notice was whenever I answered questions, I started getting information like relevant to that on my like search feeds. So it
Yeah.
started making me wonder, like, okay, they're asking me, oh, so what's your profession? And you put down your profession, and like then you start seeing things. I'm like, these guys are literally just asking me to tell them what I do, and they give me 3p for it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Go, I'm not gonna do it anymore.
And how good would it be if we were sponsored? If we were sponsored by someone that was a VPN right now, the plugins would be amazing. Any VPN network out there. Just be like, and NordVPN could protect you from all of these Google adverts, even when you are on private searching.
Why is it that Rob sounds, whenever he like does a plug, he sounds like he's coming at the same time as speaking?
Because that's what people listen to the most. As soon as they hear that kind of voice,
They're like,
they're
oh, he's nutting. I know that sound.
They're like, oh, I need to buy this advert. And that's why I'm like, my digress on Instagram.
Oh, hell yeah. No, that's me.
Right, I think that's a pretty good way to shuffle off of hashtag Pizzagate. On to the next topic.
Whoopie scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop. Whoop dee dee scoop poop.
Right, on to the next topic. So, this is something that is definitely going to get me in trouble, but I'm already 6/3 into the drunken episode, so I think I can.
So what you're saying is you're 2 into the drunk episode.
No, 6/3.
Yeah, 2.
It's like 3 half and a dozen.
No, but 6/3 is 2.
It's about 29 over 3.
So that's what 9 and 2/3.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
It's like a baker's dozen, you know? This is a farmer's baker's
A
dozen.
baker's dozen is 13.
Yes. But times that by 6.
Right.
And what do we get? So, this is the topic I want to discuss. Can we stop people from overeating like we do drinking too much alcohol? Now, before you lose your heads, what happened? I was working in an ice cream shop.
Yeah.
And essentially, this guy walks in. He walks in 2 yards, breathing out his ass, being like... He gets to the stairwell, rests on the handle, and he's like... While his belly is hanging out of his t-shirt, which is by maybe a 3 triple extra large, goes into our ice cream, gets 4 liters of ice cream. My hold you, 1 4 liter could do a family of 4 for a month. This guy gets 4, comes up, checks out, goes and sits in his car, eats 1 4 liter of ice cream, comes back into the shop, still heavy breathing out of his ass, and then gets 3 more 4 liters of ice cream. And I'm looking at this guy who has clearly had 5 meetings with Lord Diabetes. And I'm sitting here like, bro, I'm looking at my manager like, hey, can we cut him off? Can we because this is a clear question of health. This guy is literally going to be 2 scoops from death. Am I overreacting?
Rob, can I be 100% honest with you? I got distracted on Instagram. There's a lot.
I was listening the whole time. And
There's a lot of talent here, man.
you can't
I'm sorry.
stop that.
Put the phone down.
Am I right though?
You can't stop.
Put the phone down. Order.
Okay, sorry, hold
John,
on. Wait,
John, grab
wait.
the phone off that boy.
I can't do
Grab
that to another brother.
the phone.
I can't do that to him.
So yeah, Rob. So I hear you. I feel like what we're going to talk about. You know, John, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go because you're giving me a look here that says you want to say something.
How can you see this look through my camera lens? It's pretty bad.
We have
Because
really,
I can see your face.
we
John.
have really good HD camera
do you
setup.
expect
right now.
I have a
Really
Mac,
pixelated.
they
You're
have
saying
really
how
bad
can I see this looking at your
webcams.
face?
It's
with
really
the
pixelated,
The
though.
camera's looking at your face.
It's really pixelated.
No, we've got 1080p. We're above
Okay,
board.
okay,
for the
fine.
My Digress.
Mine's
podcast.
only 720, but I can still see.
Ew. 720. Ew.
You don't need to see more of this guy anyway.
Yeah, I'm ugly as fuck. So
Bro, she likes black.
Hafiz, drop the phone. Put the phone down.
I'm sorry.
Guys,
you can't stop people.
why have I done this?
You can't stop people overeating as they do with drinking. You just can't.
Hafiz,
You just can't. I'm sorry. Like
why?
Why? Because food is a necessity.
It is a necessity to survival,
Yeah.
but not to overindulge.
Not to overindulge. Well, see, that's the thing.
It's literally crippling our NHS. A third of Britain is obese.
I 100% get that.
How are you still clapping back?
I 100% get what you're saying. I'm not clapping back. I'm just saying you cannot regulate it because.
And that is why we're having a problem.
Yeah, well, not necessarily having problems. Some people have, like, actual glandular problems or gastric problems.
Oh, here we go.
There's those two main things.
problem.
The only people.
This is not a fight. You want to take this.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
The gloves are off.
The only people I feel that you can target your hate at is the people that will complain about being either heavy and then don't do anything about it. That's the only people that you can target your hate at. Okay?
I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anybody here.
The only people that you can target your
Motivation
theory
for them to get better.
Okay, yeah. Those are the only people. If they go, oh my god, I gained so much weight while they're demolishing like a triple cheeseburger. Yeah. Like
For instance,
that's the only people.
Lizzo, who apparently is
don't you
multi-talented, can
Don't you
play
dare.
the flute,
Don't
can
you dare.
dance, sing,
Don't
and do
you
this
dare.
all in a concert.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I'm going there, John.
Oh my god.
Dear John.
Speaking of Lizzo,
So apparently
wait,
she can do all these things, but she's extremely active and very healthy.
She might have a glandular problem.
She has also met Lord Diabetes at least 5 times.
She might have a
nowadays.
glandular problem. She might have a
Yeah.
gastric problem.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know, man.
Yeah.
You don't know. She might not want to disclose these things because it feels like hella personal to her.
Overeating problem.
My point would be. My point would be,
Right.
and we have discussed this again on the podcast in the first season, but there,
Check back to that if you want to have a look.
there was a backlash. I think it might actually been the episode you were on, John. There was a backlash to an episode. There was a backlash. Sorry, there was a backlash to a advertisement campaign that
Gymshark steamboated.
the, like health board in the UK put forward. That was basically they put forward adverts that looked like cigarette cases that were basically saying obesity is the number one cause of cancer, right?
Facts.
And people basically, people didn't like it, and there was a backlash that basically said, obesity is, caused by a various different number of things.
Oh,
and
here we
that,
go.
Right? And people did not like it one bit.
No, they did not.
And yeah, I agree to a certain extent that, people should try and avoid it, and people should eat healthy. People should have a balanced diet.
Yeah, we talk about everyone talking about different reasons why. John, you're a fitness person.
Yeah, a little bit.
So when it comes to putting on weight, would you not say it's calories in versus calories out?
Yes.
That is the core equation. The core equation when it comes to putting on weight and when it comes to removing the weight.
Look, I'll 100%. You have to be on a calorie deficit. You have to
here
be on a
now-
calorie deficit.
Here now,
If you
you
want
hear it here
to, if
first.
you want to lose weight, you have to be on a calorie deficit.
You've heard it from someone else. And would you say you're a fat phobic person?
fat phobic? No.
You're not fat phobic, you're just health conscious.
Yeah.
Now, would you say the political climate is something that would cause you to gain weight?
No.
Exactly.
Yes, however, John is not somebody...
What? What'd you say?
John, put your fucking phone down, bro.
Hey, my phone is down.
John, put your phone down.
My phone is
It's
down.
not, I can see it.
I can do both.
John,
I will
it's
say
on
something
camera.
you will regret.
Don't you dare.
And he has the power to leave it in. Rob
Right,
always leaves
okay,
it in.
okay.
Anyway, I completely forgot what I was talking about.
Come
I was
on,
too busy
man.
roasting Rob. Yeah, no, move on.
I don't even know what this topic is about.
I got
silent.
distracted.
Oh my god.
I have been so
Rob, you need to
distracted
move
by
on.
that.
Wait.
Awful. Essentially, we have all agreed that we should try and stop people from overeating. Like we did
No,
for-
I don't know if we did.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
I think that
That.
there should be things done which are being done to encourage people to eat healthily. However, though,
Not enough.
but you're saying that people should. Oh, I'm yawning. Jesus. You're saying that
If
people
you
should
didn't
be-
yawn, you're a psychopath.
None of us yawned.
Yeah, literally.
How do you know, man? Go
None of
down.
you have
Watch
just-
it all,
I can
bro. I
see
can-
all of you on my screen.
The audience can hear us yawn.
Come on, man.
Anyway, as I was saying, so you're saying that people should be stopped. For example, if they're going to go in and buy fucking
12
pints
boxes
ice
of 4-litre ice cream.
Oh, whoa, Rob, you don't need to shout. If people are buying like pints of ice
Sorry.
cream, they're buying chocolate, they're buying crisps, they're buying all that kind of shit. You're saying that they should be stopped at the thing and being like, you don't need all that.
Sir, we have scales in the floor. We have taken into account your height and your weight. we have determined that you
Are two clicks for meeting Lord Diabetes.
So we are going to cut you off to only 100 milliliters of ice cream.
Cut off in an ice cream shop.
Right? Like that's the most random thing to happen. That's not
I'm
going to
sorry, but
happen.
forget whatever you have planned that day. That would surely fuck up your day.
Right?
More sad than it is.
So it should. That should be the awakening you have to change and flip up your
Oh
life.
my God,
Getting
Rob.
off in a bar is it like expected. That's what you
Yeah,
like.
but in an ice
you're
cream
drunk.
shop.
Yeah, so I mean, that's gonna depress you more than anything else in the
That'll
world.
be the eye
You would
opener.
literally walk out the store and turn around and look back and be like, what just happened?
Did I just get cut off from...
Baskin Robbins. Other ice cream shops are available.
That'll be edited.
You can put that in all the
Oh,
other stuff.
100%. No, but that would be the eye opener to turn your day around and be like, you know what, maybe I should go to the gym. Maybe I should
that would
listen.
make you depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Think
go to the
about
gym.
this. As a kid, you ran after the ice cream truck. Could you
You're not
imagine
running. If you were running, we wouldn't have a problem.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Rob, people are
Lord.
overweight, people are obese. Some of them aren't happy with it, and you know what? Like, they deserve to be,
So they should.
supported. They deserve to be supported and to improve their situation.
Exactly, and that's why they should sign up to PT Rob eventually when I qualify, so I can help
Yeah, you know-
support them.
You
Support
gonna bleep
them.
that out? But no one's gonna sign up to your PT sessions with what you just said.
Hell no.
Hey, John, you're looking a bit porky. Maybe you're looking to sign up too.
Lockdown ain't been nice to John Brown. Oh, well done. You've been doing push-ups. Is that right?
Yeah, he's literally flexing, and more fat folds are just popping out. I don't know what you're trying to prove.
John, I saw you in lockdown, man. As soon as you got that haircut, it didn't take any weight off.
Oh, no. It took
No.
it took like maybe a gram of hair. That's it.
This girl
That's
needs
it.
to get off
All
my
I'm saying-
Instagram. Jesus Christ.
all I'm saying is that's getting edited.
I know.
Now I'm mad.
But guys,
Follow.
no.
Bro.
Don't make me
guys,
depressed.
for the record, this is all satirical. I love everyone. I am not fat phobic. I'm clearly putting on everyone legit. Everyone thinks he kicks dogs. Everyone thinks I hate fat people, and I'm just like, look, I just
You
want
bring
you
it
to.
up every
You
episode.
do hit fat people. I don't kick dogs.
Well, one of those is a lie.
When have you ever seen me kick a dog? And when have you
Two
seen me
truths and
kick
a
fat
lie.
people?
Two truths and a lie.
rest
That's
my
all I'm
case.
saying.
Anyway.
Yeah, I see
Right.
why you're doing this,
More
Neil.
shots.
I know. You try.
I think that's a pretty good way to swiftly move on.
JKB, it looks like you
Which-
got it.
Good luck editing this. Then.
Mate, it's gonna be
you
great.
wanna- you
We're gonna
think I
move on nicely
I'm still
to
nursing. I'm still nursing.
the topic vegan nomenclature.
Whoop-de-doo scoop. Scoop-de-dee whoop. Whoop-de scoop-de poop. Whoop-de-dee scoop poop.
Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, we're bringing up the topic of vegan nomenclature because this has hit a sore spot in the EU Commission where lots of vegans are under attack from the meat industry because the meat industry is super, super tired with people using words like sausage, burger,
Okay, yeah.
steak.
Why are you putting on a voice when you're doing this?
Because I'm advertising. Let it run.
You were going to do that as well, weren't you? You were like, it's
This
sausage
is-
and pie.
This is what happens when I'm
Bacon.
drinking.
The question I was going to ask is, Sean, so
Commentator
when your family
voice.
in America listen to this, do they think this is what all British people sound like?
Oh.
I don't even sound British.
Uncle Duncan, this is not like no. He in fact no.
Yo.
He's from Scotland.
I
What do you
saw a
mean?
video the other day that was like Americans being like, oh my god, it's so funny how British people say the word y'all. Right, so Scottish
Yeah.
people actually say it kind of like Americans because Scottish people can speak properly, right? But, like, so Americans be like y'all, and Scottish people
Sorry,
be
Auntie
like
Sandra.
y'all, right? Whereas like English people would be like y'all.
Oh, yeah,
right, yeah. But it's like
yeah.
English people have words that English people think that words rhyme that actually don't.
Oh, like Jude Law and Trapdoor.
Yes, Rob.
Yes,
Like,
I know what I
Jude
vibe with
Law-
you. Click.
Yeah, right. See, he gets me right.
I was gonna say, if you
me
leave
and
him
Rob were playing this board game, dude. We were playing this board game, and it was literally
My
like,
God.
you're drinking words, right? So it'd
Mate,
be like,
so fucking bad.
It'd be like Barack Obama, Obama Llama, right? So they actually rhyme.
Okay, right.
And then it also be ones just like Johnny Depp. I don't know, doorstep.
Sucks a pleb.
Wait, which one are we going for?
We're gonna go with doorstep, right? But then another one was like Jude Law trapdoor. right? And if you're Scottish, they don't rhyme. No.
So
It
I
doesn't.
was reading that like
so Rob's like, so
Jude
we're literally
Law
doing it, and he's like,
trapdoor.
he's like, Jude Law falls through a hole in the floor, and I'm just like, Jude Law.
how the fuck do you act out falling through a trapdoor without actually falling
But
through a
the thing is,
trapdoor?
like, so, but
I was
unless-
literally like,
So if you're English, it's like
scuba dance?
it's
Get
like
it.
Jude Law trapdoor. But if you're Scottish, Jude Law trapdoor.
Yeah.
They don't rhyme.
No,
Yeah.
no, they don't. No, they don't.
and that is why the EU is pissed
Anyway, we've
at
digressed.
vegans.
We
Heavily.
Heavily
This is
digressed.
the thing that Eminem does.
I straight up had like homework when I was in like primary 6 that had words like that as well. It was like law and door, and I was like, these don't rhyme. My gran was pissed as hell. She's anyway, oh shit! I've just kicked the microphone. Anyways, we digress.
And that is why the show is called I Digress.
He's gonna fucking clip that as another stutter. Like, it's
Oh,
the
probably.
worst thing
That's going to
ever.
go back to like the little. I'm making like a little audio dubstep. Just feel
You
this
sent
like.
me a clip of this. The
I
other day.
saw
I was
that. I'm
honestly
intrigued.
terrified.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I'm literally
Send
just
me the
gonna-
full version when it's
Honestly,
done.
what I want to do is compile all of them and send you the version so you can put a beat backdrop on it, and we can make that. We can make that his fucking segment beat.
Oh wow.
Made by Neil for Neil.
Oh wow. But it's
It was so clever. I know.
But while I digress, vegan nomenclature. A lot of vegans are pissed because the farmers are trying to get rid of using the words sausage, steak, and burger while they're selling their produce. And instead, they've offered such things as, how about you have this long finger?
oh.
Yeah,
Sorry,
What
what?
does the long finger
What
stand
long
for?
finger? I
No,
zoned
no,
out.
no.
I was too busy looking at John.
Instead of saying like, you know, here's this vegan sausage, you say vegan finger. And instead
How
of saying
is
vegan
how is
burger,
finger
you
acceptable
say
and sausage isn't?
vegan circular disc.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is finger acceptable and sausage isn't?
Oh no, this is what the farmers are offering up instead of saying sausage or burger because
No.
they think that it confuses the customer.
Okay, now I've heard something totally different. Have you seen the vegan logo? It's like specifically on a bunch of vegan.
It's like a V.
It's a V with like a leaf coming out of one of the
Yeah.
V's. Yeah. So apparently, every single product that has that logo, a company gets money for.
Okay.
That's
like-
what a lot of people have a problem with. They don't have a problem with
Wait, so
like
a company owns the copyright to that logo?
yes, yeah. So every single product
Right, okay.
that has that logo on it,
Why
they
am
get money,
I not
and
doing this?
that's what people have a problem with, rather than them saying like, you know.
Is that the same for when something's branded as vegetarian? Because
I
imagine it
don't
wouldn't
know.
be.
I don't know if it's vegetarian. I don't know about that. But that, like, one of my friends got super pissed and did a lot of research on it, and then made a whole post on it on Facebook. And I read it, and I was like, God damn. Your kickflip, whack. Your backslide, whack. But yeah, that I know for certain that a lot of people have a problem with. It's not the nomenclature as such. But I've not encountered anybody that really has like a problem with like.
I mean, officially, the EU is actually under trouble with the commission from farmers, especially around France and Italy.
Okay.
This is like a legit thing that came in the news.
Damn,
the
right.
past
Okay,
week.
I've not heard anything
But
about it, but
beyond
that's mental.
continue with your colloquial
No,
story.
yeah. Like I know that's an area they have a problem with, but like I've bought vegan products before. Shock horror to people who are sitting.
Get the fuck out.
Oh no,
I've had the what's it called, the corn.
Yeah, corn.
Corn is good.
And guess what, guys? I've used vegetables.
I used to
I've
have
cooked
a
with
problem
corn
with
twice
corn.
this week.
I used to have.
It depends
I
on what,
used to
like
have a
there's
problem
certain
with it.
corn
Yeah,
products
twice this
that I'm
week.
just
I've done
like,
it.
no,
Rob
that
would not
doesn't taste
though.
nice.
Rob would not cook with corn. Like I made a
Because
pasta.
corn is fucking disgusting.
No, in place
Depends
of
what you have.
It depends on what you have.
in
Yeah,
place of
exactly.
chicken, I used corn pieces, and I also made a bolognese that I also used corn mince.
Yeah, and
instead,
did you
right?
cry yourself to sleep at night as
No,
well?
it was delicious.
Forgive me, vegetarians, but I can never give up beef. I'm just
I would never
saying
give
right
up
now.
chicken.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'm like 80% there. Like at the weekend.
Is that why
I'm gonna go ham on a hamburger.
Is that
right?
why I
That's all I'm
see
saying.
you
Wait,
trying
wait,
to
wait,
debate
wait,
between
wait.
drums and fucking wings? Because
I
you're
think I know where Neil's
80%
going
there.
with this.
Yes.
I'm gonna shut up.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I think I know where he's going, man. I'm gonna
John,
shut
so
up.
you're saying you're 80% there, right? Does that mean that? So are you?
He doesn't look it.
I know where he's going, man. I'm not gonna say anything.
No, I don't know if you do. So you're saying Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Are you vegetarian Monday to Friday?
I try to be. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
That's a
literally
fucking lie.
my whole thing is I just want to eat less meat.
See how it's two truths and a lie?
I'm not. Fuck off.
I think I know where Neil's
No,
going.
you
And
don't.
I'm
because
gonna say behave.
No, you don't, because all I'm saying is I also try to do this, right?
Yeah, it's
Not
just
Monday to
less.
Friday, but I try to most meals, if I can replace the meat I eat with a vegetarian option, I will do it. Right?
No.
I think what Jean was actually quite saying.
John.
Wycliffe?
What is a Jean?
Wycliffe?
Les gens.
I think somebody is already drunk.
What is a Wycliffe?
What is your problem,
What is
Jean?
a Wycliffe is Jean trying to say?
Anyway, I think what he's trying to say was Monday to Friday doesn't eat beef. On the weekends,
Lundi to
eats beef.
Lundi to vendredi.
This is literally, this entire podcast has turned into chaotic evil. It's just, oh.
But yeah, no, what he's saying is on the weekend, he eats beef.
Okay, John, you're saying you're 80% there,
If you get what I mean.
but I feel like
Hey!
Hey, why you trying to point me to the screen, man?
He means
The immediate response to if you know what I'm saying. I know what you're saying now. God damn.
For the audience, he just tried to punch me through the screen. I actually punched his own laptop.
I'm not gonna lie, John. I feel like you're lying because you definitely eat meat during the week, Monday to Friday.
Brethren.
And I know exactly who to
And
tell.
I know more people that say brethren
Let
say
me-
bad man, and they're always lying.
I will not,
Never say bad man. What are you talking
brother. I will not say it in front of the people. Okay, but you know who I speak.
Oh,
Why do
You
you
know
know
who I
Arnold
speak.
Schwarzenegger?
Get this money, shield.
I feel like that's your favorite line.
I
I
know.
love it.
It is a really good line.
Raise the defenses.
Okay. To wrap up the vegan nomenclature, I think we all agree that it's a stupid idea.
In a room with 3 Africans, I feel like I get what you mean.
If anyone, if people want to call it sausage, burger, steak, have at it.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Hey, if you're happy, you're happy. Eat
Wait,
what
did you say it, Rob?
The
Did you
thing
say
is, they like,
fuck
on,
me,
have
right?
you watched? Yeah, exactly. fuck you, Neil. Have you seen Good Morning Britain, where Piers Morgan has a whole go at people
No,
that have?
no. Well, I've seen that, but I've not seen that
It
episode.
is great. It is actually great. People that have like he goes at people that will say like maybe chicken style nuggets or like stuff like
I've
that.
seen.
I've
Oh,
watched that one.
I am quite the follower of Piers Morgan, if
No,
you know
yeah.
what I mean.
It's-
Rob, that surprises literally no one.
Exactly. It's quite hilarious. Now, there he's saying like some people might get confused and just buy it because they think it's got chicken in it, and I'm like, who's
the
getting
fuck?
confused at that? So if you are getting confused when it says chicken style nuggets, God help you, I guess.
Yo, did
Like-
any of you have the KFC vegan?
I did.
That's blasphemy.
I did.
That's blasphemy.
Right, you know what, Rob?
It is called
Rob,
KFC,
Rob,
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Rob,
Style.
There is no fucking vegan in there.
Rob, be quiet.
Look, I just added an extra S. It's called KFC, by the way. Kentucky Fried Chicken style.
KFC, yes.
S on it.
Bro.
Rob, shut up. I'd like to speak to John. John, what did you think of the vegan burger from KFC?
It was actually all right.
I'm judging you.
Exactly.
I'm judging you hard.
It was
Now,
all right.
Rob, you know what? I'm going to put this
What
to
the
Rob,
fuck?
right?
Uh-huh.
Guys, now I feel like what's going to happen... Rob, I feel like what's going to happen to this is you're going to just take a stance for no reason that's just going to be anti... You're just going to be a cunt about this, right? But if I was to
I love
offer
how you tried to sugarcoat it.
I did.
And
And it
Neil,
just went straight in.
Neil is
I did.
regarded as no knowledge on this podcast,
Yeah,
and he
but
just went, nah,
There-
you're
yeah,
a cunt.
No, there's no other way to do this, right? But if you were given the option to have in your diet, right, instead of chicken,
Yes.
a eco-friendly, animal-friendly alternative that offered you the same amount of protein,
That already makes me feel depressed.
right? An eco-friendly, animal-friendly like replacement in your diet that was the same amount of protein, the same amount of
It wouldn't taste the same.
The thing is,
nutrients and minerals,
normally
right?
it's more protein. but
No,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No,
exactly.
no, that wasn't that. Would you have it in your diet, right? Or are you making a point that you just want chickens to die?
Absolutely not. Do you know why? Because I feel the energy. Do you know when someone says you can absorb what you eat
Oh,
and you
Jesus.
become what you eat?
I mean, you literally
It's
put it
kind
in
of
you.
like it's kind of like when the Huns, you know, the Huns, they used to eat the brains of the warriors that they defeated because they actually felt like they
we look this
absorbed
up?
they
Source.
absorbed the strength.
Can we look this
The
up?
strength
I need
and
a
the
source.
knowledge. No, source it. Caitlin's probably sourcing it already. So you can actually eat the brains of the warriors. and absorb the energy and the fighting style of the people that you eat. And that's why I believe when you eat the ox, you eat the bull, you eat the cow, you eat the chicken, you absorb the knowledge, the fundamental skills and strength of that food.
Could you imagine absorbing the
Now-
knowledge of a chicken?
When someone says you want to replace the chicken, do you know what? Do you know what? I enjoy the fear of a caged hen who has lived with nothing but hope as a small circle as their glimpse of life. That is literally what I taste when I bite into that chicken burger in McDonald's. And I'm telling you here right now that taste is so fucking sweet. I will not replace it for any fucking vegetable, vegan, plum, pumpkin.
wait.
I think Rob is
aubergine.
definitely drunk.
Robert, I cannot wait.
Audience, I'm just going to say this. If you can see Rob's screen right now, you would feel really bad for him.
Rob, I
You'd probably want to pray
You know
for
what?
him
for you to
and
listen to
let
this
God
back.
know he needs to shed more tears and blessings upon Rob.
I
Because the
cannot
faces
wait.
he was making while saying that speech
Rob, I can't
was
wait
quite
for you to listen to
horrendous,
this
and I
back.
never want to see that again.
Yeah. Very
I
horrendous.
cannot wait for someone to clap back to me because I will bring them on this podcast right here, right now. Anyone who wants to challenge me,
Also-
come on this pod
also,
and I will
audience,
face you
audience.
and say it.
too.
I'm actually going to say this right now, audience. Rob acts like he's a hard man. He's pussy in real life. Approach this guy and he will cry and run away. I'm
gonna
saying
just-
that right now.
I'm gonna just okay.
Hey, don't call me out like
Let's
that.
pull
man.
this. Let's pull this back on track. Let's pull this back on track.
Neil's also pussy.
Yo, who wants to see Rob versus Neil versus a feast in a boxing match?
Oh, I would
YouTube,
win. I
right?
would cheat my way out of that shit. I would win. I'm not using
My
logic.
money is fully on a feast.
I'm not using logic. Y'all would die in
I'm
2
literally
seconds.
like 20 kilos heavier.
That's fine.
Do you think I'm gonna fight? I would just hire someone. That's the reason I got a job.
Work smart, not
That's
hard.
just because he's short and has no reach.
Exactly.
Work smart.
Why would I work harder?
Uh huh.
Anyway, I feel like we have to remove that last 2 minutes anyway. So, as I was saying,
That's singing.
nobody wants to do that. Right, so
I can't wait for the rant to hit all those like SJWs and them to come back at me at the emails. And for them to feel while they're typing the 30 minutes.
Do you get a lot of like?
Do you know
emails
what
off
do
of
you know what gets me like really fucking going is when they have like 30 minutes of typing an email and I'm just sitting there like, you are literally feeding the bullets that I'm gonna shoot you with. And you're just reveling this up.
Could you imagine Rob being the guy? You know what they call? You know the like guys in the courtroom they type in their
Oh,
stenographers?
stenographer. Yeah.
Could you imagine Rob being like just typing and just accidentally types, oh, this guy over here. What
In
type
parentheses.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy over here.
Brackets, yeah, right.
I would just like to remind you all that merely like I think 4 weeks ago when we had Stuart Morgan on this podcast,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Rob
listened to
told
that one.
us.
Shout out Stuart
Rob
Morgan.
told us that he
Stuart Morgan doing the Iron Man challenge for the Movember.
Yeah, by the way, actually,
Um,
yeah. You know what? I just in the meantime,
Yeah.
shout out to Stuart Morgan, man. You did a
Give
fucking
him their
great job
respect.
with that.
Hell yeah,
like,
Stu.
You may think that people didn't pay attention to that, man. You did a fucking great job with that half Iron Man. Anyway,
Yeah.
right. So straight up, Rob told us on that podcast that he ripped the head off of a chicken.
Okay, we don't need to bring this back.
You did, Rob. You
is
pulled the
getting
head
edited
off
out.
a chicken, or you decapitated a chicken and then ate it. Now,
Okay,
is this
look,
the-
we're skipping. Whoa.
We're staying here because I'm a challenge.
We are skipping like 8 steps.
I'm going pro Trump right here, and excuse me, let me finish.
Wait, you say you're going pro Trump?
Yeah,
Whoa,
excuse me,
whoa,
let me
whoa.
finish. I'm being
Neil's
Trump-esque.
being pro-Trump.
I'm being Trump-esque right now.
That's a
Let me
He's experiencing Trump tendencies.
We'll let him finish.
That's
me
getting
finish.
clipped.
Oh, Jesus. Right, okay, anyway, so as I was saying, Rob ripped the head off a chicken and then ate it. And also, if you rewind in this show, Rob has said that he enjoys the taste of the chicken because it has been murdered or something like that, right?
Ah, yes. I see the demon
So-
eyes. I see the demon
You
eyes.
can see the point I'm making now.
Right, of
Rob,
course.
Rob's fucking
Are
awesome.
you-
I don't know what the
Rob,
point is here.
are you a sadist or not?
I don't know. I think I'm a mix between a
Are
sadist
you,
and a
are you a
masochist.
poultry sadist?
You know what? I'm like for real on the
A
record.
poultry geist, if you
Rob's the
will.
kind of guy
no.
to fry eggs.
Hey guys,
No, wait.
Hey.
Rob's the kind of guy to fry eggs when he's crying out and be like, yeah, you die, motherfucker. Run the frying
He's seasoning it in the frying pan, like, yeah.
guys, for real,
Paprika, bitch.
for real. Like Jokes aside, characters aside,
Again.
I am literally a wind-up merchant. I am chaotic evil personified, the person that puts on the devil's advocate hat. I just like to talk the opposite of what everyone's speaking so that we can have a conversation.
Neil's definitely drunk.
That's just how I like to roll. Like, for real, anyone who actually thinks I'm being serious, I'm not. I just like to spark hatred from you because it fuels me. It fuels me to carry on.
50 Cent.
Yep.
Trying to spark
You give me your hate, I work on it, and I
look
use
at the
that
slow
as
blink
content.
that Neil is explaining right now. You know,
Right,
he's
so what's
displaying a
next?
very slow blink that
Right,
makes me
I
think
think-
he is very drunk.
We should take a 5-minute break.
Whoop-de-doo scoop. Scoop-de-dee whoop. Whoop-de-scoop-de poop. Whoop-de-dee scoop poop.
So, Fees, you said that you have a question for Rob. I think because you know what? Actually, I'm going to coin this. I'm going to make this the first official Afeez's segment.
Heyo!
On the Digress podcast.
Yeah.
It's Afeez's segment.
Right, okay. I know we've all been joking around recently and just having fun, but this is actually quite a serious topic because I'm proud of my boy Rob.
You're not getting a jingle, by the way. Like I'm gonna be my food.
That's fine, I'll make my own. I make beats.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
well,
I'm pretty sure
I've
John just...
No,
just
I've
did
got
that.
2 seasons and I'm getting a jingle today. Like you're not fucking getting one.
Fair enough. But like, yo, this is a question for Rob because I'm proud of my boy because when I used to do my own radio show, the one thing I was quite bad for was advertisement and actually putting it up. And I remember there was a season Rob did Minds with me and he used to be like, yo, we need to like edit this and put it up. And I'll be like, yeah, I'll get to it. I just never did.
Okay.
So the question I have for Rob, because he's done well, like he's got on Spotify, now it's on Apple Music. By the way, shout out to Rob. It's on Apple Music now. So for all you guys put on Apple Music, you fucking better listen.
And you better
Rate
give
it
a good
5
review
stars.
and rate it
5
5
stars.
stars.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Or I
But
will
anyway,
come
so
get you.
the question I have for you, Rob, is how do you...
particular set of skills.
So, Rob, the question I have for you is how do you deal with the anxiety of like, oh, what if people don't like this episode? What if... Because like, for instance, when I make a beat, actually, no, that's a lie. I don't care about what people think. When I make a beat, I just make people listen. I just send it to everyone. I don't give a fuck. But like, there's times when we all have that little moment of anxiety being like, yo, like, what if I'm wasting my time? What if I don't like this? So like, how do you feel about like, you know, your episodes and like, do you ever have those moments where you're like, oh, what if people don't like this? What if I'm wasting my time? What if this is not what I'm meant to do?
See, basically, there's one simple thing that can answer all of that, is that generally, I don't give a fuck.
There it is.
I think that's why we've been friends for a long time.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Feast, like, you've known me the longest out of everyone here, and when it comes to general things that I do and things that I've gotten away with, I generally don't care what people think of me or what people say on the surface.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, secretly I take everything.
Easier. Ooh, child. Things get brighter.
Let's be vulnerable here. Like
I feel like we're just a
yesterday, for
rip-off Chunks
instance,
Philly.
we're all gonna be vulnerable here, but like yesterday, for instance, right? So yesterday was the first time where I didn't even like send like, so I made this. You heard the saxophone beat I sent to the chat, and like normally I'll just upload that and not even care, but for some reason I sent that, and so I sent that into the group.
This nigga right here.
Excuse me.
I mean, this
This brother.
This brother right here.
this brother from the mountains of Caucasus right here.
Anyway, so yeah, so I sent this beat to you guys in the group chat, and I uploaded to my Snapchat story, not even my Instagram story.
Yeah,
My
I see your
Snapchat story,
Snapchat.
and it was the first time in my life of making beats where I was like really anxious
Yeah.
and nervous, and I was like, whoa, what's this feeling? Because normally
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, yo, I made a beat, I'm gonna force you all to listen. I don't care what you think,
That's how it's gotta be.
just listen. And it was the first time where I was like, okay, no, I don't like this feeling. So I wonder if you've ever had that moment where you're like, you upload an episode and you're like, but what if people don't like it? Have you ever felt like that?
I'd say when it comes to the podcast, I've never really had that feeling, and I think it's because when I started, God forbid anyone listens to episode 1 and 2. When
Please, you know
Oh,
what? No,
please,
no.
people, go and listen. No, this is not even in a bad way. Just to see
Yeah.
improvement.
yeah, listen to episode 1 and
I
the
feel the
latest.
same about like I've only uploaded like 4 YouTube videos, but from 1
Yeah.
to 4, I'm like,
But actually,
You say that, dude. That's a matter of opinion. People might
Yeah.
love this.
No, post
Post-edit.
edit. Post edit. This could be great. But also,
Banging.
John, what is your YouTube handle?
nope.
Oh no, guys, don't worry. I'll plug it in my link tree. I can. You can see
John,
it.
I
In
thought you
Digress.
might have wanted like a plug.
No, because like I'm one of those people that wants to get like a solid amount.
He
of
wants
videos.
to do it organically. He just
No,
wants
not
people to
necessarily,
find
not
it.
necessarily that. Not necessarily that. It's more I just want to put more videos
Yeah.
on, so
Yeah.
there's like
Sure.
actually a lot
Why
to
not?
look at. Right now, it's just
Yeah.
like highlight videos from like
26
years ago.
2006.
Oh,
And,
when you were
I
good
mean,
in basketball.
when I dropped like 30 points on the Kings and
But
we
now
won
you're trash.
like for the first
When you were
time.
good.
I'm trash. Come on now, play me a one-on-one. What are you saying?
I'll take that bet.
And now like the first
Alright,
four
then I can
videos,
get
like no,
points.
you can't. But
This guy
yeah,
weighs like 110 kilos. He'll just push you.
I've seen John at least once before.
because I
As I
let
say,
you,
You think Paddy can shift
Pulling
his
up
weight
4
well?
feet behind the line. Just
Paddy.
4 feet behind the line.
Paddy might whip my ass.
Paddy would win.
Paddy might whip my
That's
ass.
because-
He is deceptively quick.
Michael Padua, our patron.
Our patron.
He is deceptively quick.
It's because he can shift his weight better than you.
No, you
no,
say
he's
that.
just
You-
fast.
No, you say that as an insult.
I don't know if he even remembers. Like I've played against him like a fair few times, and
Like-
I've always thought the same thing. Like you are mad quick.
This is purely for his benefit. Nobody else is going to care about this section. But
This is not scripted.
Paddy is fucking good at basketball.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, so he's put on weight. He'd say that. He'd like, yeah, I
Yeah.
have. But dude can fucking ball.
100%.
But yeah, no, back to what you were saying, Feast. It's literally, I don't think I've really had that feeling of being like, I'm putting myself out there, I'm scared of what people think. It's because this entire podcast is just a representation of what I'm like as a character. Anyone who knows me, anyone who works with me, they know I stir shit up. They know that I make up conversations. They know I play devil's advocate. They know I intentionally wind them up. They know I put on that Piers Morgan personification. It's just, you know, that is just
For the
me, though.
audience,
like
just
this
to say,
podcast
the
is
people
just
Rob
me.
actually
Yeah, no,
speaks
but
to,
you're
they
not
don't
being
know.
satirical. This is
Half
just
the time
all
they wanna
your
fight him.
opinions.
It's just generally because in life I am satirical. In life.
Oh, I think you just genuinely lean right.
Neil, please stop putting the sauce on the smoke.
Rob, I
Trying to
think,
smoke the sauce.
Rob, I think
I'm not actually right.
I
meaning
think you just in general lean slightly right.
I voted Liberal in the last election.
Oh, we're talking about voting, right? Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna get into.
Yeah,
I was gonna stay silent regardless.
I'm not gonna get into Rob voting Liberal Democrat.
Okay, like
because
regardless of what political party
you vote
we vote
Liberal
for,
Democrat.
I would have voted.
Rob, did you vote Liberal Democrat?
Bruh,
Yeah,
are you
boy. Are you having a stroke?
are you voting lip?
Yo, leave my man alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
If you're gonna come at me, leave
Ladies
the
and
beatboxing
gentlemen,
behind.
Neil is at Drunktown, 100%, population 1.
Liberal Democrat, Rob.
Look, essentially, I would
Rob,
vote
because
for
if you
every.
did, you know where I'm coming from, and you know exactly where I'm gonna go.
I would vote for
You know
every
Neil
child
see
to
how
have a
he puts on
meal.
the Sub-Zero for us for Mortal Kombat.
Finish him.
You know what? Hafiz is making a joke, but he's absolutely serious. When I'm making a point that I know what I'm talking about, then I will talk what I'm doing.
Fatality.
So, Rob, yeah, so did you vote? Rob, did you vote Lib Dem? So, Rob,
For the audience, this is not me adding a laugh track to I am this funny.
Rob, did you know anyone that was, you know, Lib Dem?
Maybe not.
Rob, you're very lucky you're not in the same room as Neil right now. He would beat you up.
Yeah, can we leave the past where it belongs?
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
Fatality.
Neil win.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Isn't Rob amazing at these post-edit sound effects?
Wow.
Oh, you're gonna remove it. This sounds like you're so
Everything's gonna go. I feel like everything we just said is gonna
we're
disappear.
Not gonna be in this.
Oh no, I'm keeping that in. Drunk episode is like mostly unfiltered.
Oh, good.
Jesus.
Good.
Right.
Cool.
Guys, we're actually over to it.
Moving on to the
Whoopie dee scoop. Scoop dee dee whoop. Whoop dee scoop dee poop. Whoop dee dee scoop poop.
yes, moving on to the
pinnacle.
final segment, the pinnacle of the show.
The thing that you've been looking forward to.
Do you know what annoys me? He's gonna add a shit ton of reverb onto that,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be so loud and uncomfortable to listen to.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
Afeez,
I
do you know
agree
what happens? Do you know what the tactic is behind me adding reverb and
I
making
hate
it
when you
super
add reverb.
loud? It's basically because by now people are kind of zoning out, so I kind of hit that spike so that they're like, oh! And then they listen to
I'll pay attention.
Well, do you know,
Yeah.
do you know what's
You add it
annoying?
every episode. See when you do. Welcome to the I digress, but you
It's
add it to
so
the I
loud.
digress, and you know what? It's jarring. You don't fade it in or out.
Wait, hold on. It's jarring or it's
Well, that's-
jarring?
No, that's
Jarring.
Jarring?
I'm Nigerian. I'm
Or
just
it's
saying.
jarring?
jarring.
What's the difference?
One's right, one's fucking
Are you
stupid.
Jamaican?
No, wait. Are we saying jar? It's
Ja
jarring.
will provide.
It's jarring. Are you saying it's
Jarring?
Yahweh will provide
How
our
are you
services.
spelling jarring?
Jarring.
It's jarring. J. Like I don't know. I would say JARR.
Yeah. ING.
And some people would
Yeah.
be wrong.
Come on.
No, but is that? Are you spelling it as well?
But you're saying jarring.
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
jarring.
adding in extra A's.
This is like the Han Solo versus
Yeah, but-
Han Solo thing.
John,
It's hand.
we have to obviously point out the elephant in the room as to why he might add more vowels.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I did not go there. That was all Rob.
Audience, I'm really sorry for
John,
laughing,
own
but
it.
it was
Own
funny.
Own it. Point of the elephant, Rob.
You have a stutter.
I thought he was gonna go somewhere else. We love you, Neil.
I love you, man. What's up?
Rob, I will say again, you're lucky you're not in the same room as him, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so fucking lucky. I love you. Right, last segment.
Yeah.
This is the part where everyone doubted. Everyone sat here, laughed at me. They denied me the skill, the talent, the voice that I am. They did not think that I could rap for you today.
I forgot.
And because Hafiz is obviously our beats master, he has actually
100%.
come up with this original beat for us today. And he said,
Original.
we need someone to spit some bars. And I volunteered, Katniss style.
What? Wait. No, hold on. Wait. What?
Rob, I'd just like to say, are you sure you want to do this?
He volunteers as tribute.
Like,
I have volunteers tribute.
So, can I ask a few questions before we do this?
Fire away.
So, what was the inspiration behind this? The lyrics you're about to drop.
Rick Ross.
What about Rick Ross? Do you find it interesting?
fat.
Funny enough, right? This is not even a question. That used to be my message to him.
Oh?
Yeah. Oh, that shit used to scare the it used to scare the shit out of me. Yeah. Literally, I'll get a message and be like, "Huh," and I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck is that?"
Payback music. Right, no, okay, guys, for real. Afeez, I want you to hit up with this beat, and I'm going to spit some bars that I wrote down literally yesterday in about 10 minutes. All right. Hit me up, Afeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some bars from your man, Robert Stu.
With Neil and John on WKDYB
WKDYB Radio. All
in the
right.
evening.
And we have an original freestyle from your boy,
Robert.
Stu. Ladies and gentlemen.
In the evening.
I'm going to introduce this, right?
Fire in the booth.
Rob, don't fucking ruin it.
Okay.
Me and John worked really hard.
Worked really hard on that.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the latest lyrical breakdown. But first, we're gonna have the lyrics from our boy Robert Stewart, the host of I Digress. He's going to be doing a Rick Ross. I say again, Rick Ross inspired beat. The Maybach music boss, the MMG man, the one who makes Atlantic Records money. He is here, ready to spit some bars for some beats originally made by me, your boy, Hafiz, also known as Hafiz Beats. Are you ready? Just in case you want to know, I'll be having a page soon where I'm going to be selling these beats.
Hit me up, bro. Let's
Just
go.
hit me up on my Twitter or Instagram. Rob will put that in the plug later on. But right now, this is a beat from me for Robert Stewart. Guys, if you're ready, this is for Robert Stewart.
Let's go.
Enjoy.
I'm ready. Yeah. MGM Studios, Thing about to get messy. Let's go. Huh. Y'all doubted me, but I'm coming back to you right now. Hitting up fresh. Rick Ross for you right now. 2 for Tuesday. Damn, life's so short. Fuck it, I don't wanna go to court. Fuck it, I need to start running. Fuck it, bitches on my Kool-Aid sauce. Fuck it, they got me on 2-2 gunning. Fuck it, you better get ready to go applause. Bang, bang. Huh. It bothers me when the gods get acting like broads. Guess every team doesn't come complete with brothers like y'all. That's why I need to not compete with brothers like y'all. I just ask when you see me, when you speak up, that's all. Gucci, God, Gucci from Tide. Huh. Let's go. Now put the respect on my name. Y'all thought I was playing, but y'all just got my sauce. Now apply. Make that music.
And that's it, boys. Maybach Music Productions by Rob Rose.
Maybach music.
Should we do some reverb? I can't even speak because I'm so confused. Can we do some freestyles? Neil with the watch, one for the top, freestyle. Are we gonna want, John, flicking through the phone, watches, drinks, yeah.
He tryna be like Harry Mack. He's tryna go off the top of dome. No running back.
Tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying this. I'm running off the top of the dome with Texas. Yeah. We got Rob and the Man Beast. We got Rob and the Harriet Watt. I'm not saying anything that rhymes, but yeah, we gon' go with that.
He said Rob and the Harry or what, but that's Neil. We don't know what we playing the fuck. Get the money, get the drinks, with the flow, with the plays. We go at That's how we rhyme, yo. We don't say words, we just make them lines up. Yeah, playing the.
Yeah.
You're right. I said Rob, but I meant Neil.
Have no sense.
Neil, pick it up. He's been saying some rubbish, He said, I like to kick dogs, He likes to kick dogs all the time, yo. Kicking dogs is all he likes.
The man from the mountain of Caucasus. He has no idea what to say to stop this.
You know what? I know how much you're gonna stand by Rob.
Playful,
No sense
playful.
of music
Neil likes the
whatsoever.
playful. He likes the truffle all the way inside the fridge, yo. Inside the fridge, yo. Because the internet, childish, Gambino, yeah, la-di-da. We don't know what we saying.
Yeah.
Spell it.
No!
Cut the music. Cut the music. Cut it.
Also, right, can we just appreciate?
Okay,
I mean-
guys, I hear you. It's all gone.
Oh no!
my God.
You gotta keep that shit in there, man.
No, you can't take that out. You need
No,
to leave
no,
that
I'll leave
it.
bloopers at least.
Guys, I got a voicemail. I wanna play it for you right now.
voicemail?
Yeah. If you could just quiet for like 2 seconds. It's weird.
Interesting.
Turn your phone up before you do it.
Yeah. No. I'll turn it up so the people can hear it.
You have one new
You
message.
tried this last week.
Hey, this is Phil from the Small Wiener Club. Sorry to get back to you so late. I just finished reviewing your application and information you sent in. But I am sorry to say that I don't think I can allow you to join our group. From what I'm looking at, your wiener is massive. I mean, the sheer girth and juiciness alone is ridiculous. It looks as if somebody glued a forearm to the bottom of your torso. You could probably stand on it like a tripod. And that's not even mentioning how fat your nuts are. But it does appear that you're going to have to take that ginormous schmeat somewhere else. But thank you for trying, and best of luck to you.
That was completely unexpected. Sorry, guys, you had to listen to that. That's weird.
I'd get that checked if you have ginormous nuts,
Yeah,
my
I'm
guy.
sure you might have something really, really wrong with you.
Yeah, if you got nuts the size of your head, then yeah, for sure, my guy.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't think that's a real voicemail that you received.
Oh, really?
And do you know what? On that note, we should raise awareness for Movember. You should really tech your testicles for
Tech
any
or
lumps.
test?
You should tech them.
You should
definitely
tech
tech them.
You know,
You
tech
should
all those
tech
backles.
You should
should
tech your
tech-
testicles.
But for real, we should check your testicles for any lumps.
Tech your
and
chesticles.
Any men who are sitting here, this is no joke. Testicular cancer is a real thing.
I will be doing a Movember.
We will all
campaign.
be doing a Movember campaign.
100%.
Right. Before we end this.
Actually, let's make a point.
Yes.
So if you would
I'm already
like,
on baseline, so
if
I'm
you
good.
would like to donate to the I Digress Movember campaign, you can reach us at the link in the link tree.
In the
It
description.
will also be shared on all of our Instagrams.
Sure.
Yes.
And if you would like to get involved with the I Digress Movember campaign,
Subscribe.
which is working in conjunction because it all goes to the same place with the
With the
Harriet Watt
HOH Nation.
with the Harriet Watt Sports Union
like
Movember campaign
Fair,
because
fair.
Stuart Morgan, shout out again, he is working very hard. There's a lot
very,
for the campaign.
very hard.
100%.
This is not obviously in direct competition because that would be ridiculous. This is also just because
Absolutely
we-
ridiculous.
Because, this is also because we just like to, draw a bit of attention to the podcast as
course,
well.
obviously.
We like to do that. If you'd like to donate, please do. It all goes to a brilliant place. We're all going to have ridiculous mustaches for the rest of the month of November. Now,
And-
when this comes out, it will not be November yet. Please do donate.
God.
Anyway, please do donate. It all goes to a brilliant cause. It goes towards men's health. It goes towards testicular cancer.
sure.
Prevention of suicide. It is honestly a brilliant campaign. And we, in a serious note, I know we have a huge laugh on this podcast all the time, but it is a terrific cause. And please do donate as much as you can. We will be donating as well, and we will look ridiculous. We will honestly post. We will post pictures to the Instagram page as much as we
my
can.
digress on
At
Instagram.
My Digress on Instagram. Photos of our mustaches and us looking as ridiculous as we can. Please, I know it seems like a bit of an interjection, but this is a serious section.
This is my digress.
Please do donate.
But y'all ever knows the difference between when Neil's voice is going from y'all bitches to please donate?
And I know that every female is going to be donating on behalf of Neil, and every incel will be donating on behalf of me. We hit every demographic here.
I mean, you say that, but I'm not gonna. I would much rather that was the case.
Whoop-de-doo scoop. Scoop-de-dee whoop. Whoop-de scoop-de poop. Whoop-de-dee scoop poop.
But I think on that note, we should hit our closing notes.
Of course.
Oh, really? Is that us done?
Yeah?
Closing
I feel like we haven't
notes.
actually covered a proper topic yet.
2 hours, 20 minutes? What do you mean we haven't covered a proper topic?
No.
We can go on another 3 hours.
No, you are absolutely correct.
This isn't the
ridiculous.
Joe Rogan podcast. We ain't doing 3.5 hour podcast.
You are
here.
absolutely correct. This is way too long. I'm
This
the only
is
one.
way better.
I push constantly for 45-minute podcasts.
Yeah, that's not
at least
happening.
an hour and a half.
Hour and a half
Not
max.
when we're here. Not when we're
Like,
here.
hour and a half max, but 45 minutes is too short.
Not when the Africans are here. That
You're right.
Well, guys, that has been one hell of an episode. Cue the fucking music. It has been the return of the drunk episode. Everything we have said today has been all fun, some serious, some satirical. I'm sure you can figure it out. I imagine my audience is the smartest audience there is.
Very
So-
Trumpy, Ryan. Very, very Trumpy, bro.
Are you gonna build a wall too?
We're all really smart.
I have the biggest words, and my audience know the biggest words.
Such a shame Melina wouldn't hold your hand.
Oh! Well, that was a weird throwback. So, Fees, give it to you what you got to say. Ending
Right.
notes.
I know we've actually had our fun on this. It might not be the most cohesive episode you guys have had in a while, but we've had fun. It's been great to see my friends through the screen. I mean, I wish I was there to touch
know.
their faces and
Discord, Zoom.
hold their hands and stuff. But
2020, what
it's
it
been
is.
fun. I mean, taking me away from making beats all the time. But I just want to say, end SARS, and hey, thank you guys for listening because you guys are great. And Rob's done a good job with this show, and I just want to say I'm jealous. Sometimes I wish I can take his place and replace the name of HOS Nations, but I can't. But
I was
hey.
literally about to shout out Israel's Nation, and I'm
But
like,
hey,
bro.
I Digress is such a good show. I've been enjoying it, and follow Rob's Instagram with My Digress, which is where you get all the latest plugins and future news you want to find for the shows. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. It's been me, Hafiz, as Rob likes to say, the Beats Masters, even though I'm average as hell. But hey, thank you guys for listening. I'll shop now.
And hey, John, my golden goose,
JKB.
the man with the McDonald's hairline. What you got to say?
JKB.
Hey, right, okay.
We are bringing Caitlin Duff on the season 3.
Anybody listening to this after I've plugged it, yeah, enjoy this.
You've made it this far.
If you've made it this far, all the way through this podcast, I commend you. Like, hey, I appreciate you for tuning into this. This absolute insane babble that we've been subjecting you to. But no, I 100% appreciate you doing this. Rob, starting this and continuing it and just keeping it going has just been amazing. Like, I tune in as much as we can. I'm not gonna try and like front here and say I tune in every week because you know,
like your GF.
You know, yeah, she definitely listens more than I do, and I should switch that up. But you know what? I will. If you made it this far in the podcast, I appreciate you. Keep listening in. You know it's gonna get a lot better as these podcasts keep churning out, and yeah. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And my co-host.
So before I get to my usual closing notes, Rob, I believe you have a challenge.
Oh yes. See, I was going to bring this up very close to the finish. And for those who have been waiting for what the surprise is, I don't know if anyone's been paying attention. There is a little something in my hand called the Doomsday Chili Extracts Grim Reaper version. And essentially,
Yeah, no, he does the voice. Something he gets really excited. He does the voice.
Oh,
He
I'm
does the
so
accent.
excited.
He does
It's-
the accent, John. It's fine.
This is
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
For any chili buffs, anyone who inspired by the hot ones, this is the 1.6 million Scoville units chili extract from the Ghost Reaper pepper.
So, Rob, given that we're not all in the same room,
Yeah, there was a lottery.
this is gonna have to be you.
No. See, what happened was there was a lottery, and I sent out the chili to who lost ahead of the podcast. And if you turn around now, it is actually arriving at John's door right now as we speak.
Oh, John, do you want to go and get the door? John, go and get the door.
I don't wanna.
Oh, it's fallen through your letterbox, and I think someone is taking it to your door, to your laptop. I see it in the webcam right now. Someone's bringing the chili to your drink right now.
Thanks, Caitlin.
And by
Rob,
God,
I am amazed that you've managed to organize this.
honestly, people don't give me enough credit. And is someone pouring the shots in your drink right now?
This motherfucker, you really gonna... Wait, hold on. A drop. I mean, nah, it's cool. It's cool. The more there is, it's more diluted. What?
That was a lot.
Bruh, it says on the bottle that I have to do just one drop. You're telling me that I need to do like 3?
Can we get like a chicken nugget and just like drip one on it?
So, John, you've put in 3 drops.
Oh.
I can see.
I think I see bubbles.
John.
You just wanna what? Make sure I stir it? Make sure I stir it?
I'm gonna move this.
Look, okay, alright. I get it, alright? You want me to stir it? I've stirred it. That's fine.
So,
I'm not gonna lie. This stuff, do not try this at home. This stuff will burn your eyes out.
now,
God!
just to clarify, as
That, like,
I have been told,
that has hurt my nostril.
this
Just the right one. The left one seems to be fine for some reason.
This fluid that John has been sent is a chili extract. That is
You've taken like 3 sniffs.
Excuse me.
My bad.
Gentlemen, this is a 1.6 million Scoville unit chili extract. So, as far as I'm aware, a habanero chili is much less.
Yes, just for reference, the U.S. military pepper spray, the stuff they give to police officers to literally spray offenders, measures in at 2 million Scoville units. This is literally 400,000, which is the equivalent of a pepper away from stuff that could burn your eyes as a criminal.
Why are you doing that voice, bro?
What do you mean? I just want to televise how insane this is.
What do you mean televised, bro?
And just for everyone out there, please do not try this at home. This is all structured. This was all pre-planned. This is something you should definitely do not do at home, but this is for your viewer audience at home. Please enjoy the reaction.
Wow. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just taking a sip.
No, I want the whole thing juggled.
I'm not even gonna do that.
Wow.
I am not even gonna do that.
Wow.
The bottle says
Wow.
1 drop.
Wow. So,
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna give you.
John.
I'm gonna give
in
you.
3, 2,
I'm gonna give you a sip, and that's it.
1. Tell us what you're feeling. Words. This is an audio show.
Yep. No, that's fine. It's immediately attacking my throat, and then it's working its way to my lips. The back of my throat is just bad right now, but it's a familiar feeling. Like when my mom tells me, "Nah, this sauce ain't spicy at all," and then it actually kills me inside. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling. And now I'm gonna take a shot of Jack Daniel's honey, just to wash it down.
Should we all?
No.
Oh my god!
I think that we should try.
I mean, he's.
It's weird because I'm sure we delivered it only to John, so
Yeah, so
there's
we
no
can't-
way
we
we
all
can
can't have
all
the ball. No.
take this ball.
No, that's all.
And John, how are you feeling right now? Say thank you to Caitlin Duffy, who gave me permission ahead of the show to literally get you fucked up.
Well, I mean, you failed, but yeah.
So far.
Well, we said not to get you fucked up. We didn't preface it with alcohol.
Oh, okay. I see.
Smart.
That's cool. No, it's fine. This is a familiar feeling, and yeah. Oh, it's getting to my gums. I'm not gonna lie.
But
Like,
man's sweating.
I'm not sweating just yet, which I'm surprised at. Because accidentally, when I smelled it earlier, I got a little bit on my nose, and I was like,
I
God
smelled it a
damn.
couple of times because it cleared my nose. That's how strong it was.
Like, if you're having clogged up sinuses, this will sort you out hella quick. This is like really going at my lips and the back of my throat. That's all I'll say. Hot one, Sean Evans. If you want somebody that'll take every single bit of heat you got on these wings, I'm your guy to hit up. All right.
Is that the number 10 one?
This is number 9 equivalent.
Oh, the number 10 is their brand one.
I'm actually surprised at how well I'm taking this.
I'm
I'm
actually
not
quite
gonna
mad I
lie.
don't have any chicken.
I tell you what, the
I
last
want to try down some.
the last dab measures in at 2.2 Scoville
some drink.
million
Chicken,
units.
Bro. I'm like, take that shit away
So-
from me. I don't want that.
What do you mean take it away from me? I'm not in the same room as you, bro.
That literally.
We're not recording.
Oh,
Are we not?
What's this? Oh, I think that's a knock on Ephesus' door. Oh, what's this? Have I delivered it to Ephesus as well? Yes.
You have timed this impeccably, Rob.
Oh, someone is pouring the stuff in Ephesus' drink, and yeah, Ephes, we see
Honestly,
you
Rob,
on camera.
like the main thing for this right now is that I am so impressed with how you've managed to DPD this to a certain time.
And DPDs
honestly,
suck as
It's
well.
honestly
so-
comically impressive how you've managed to do this. So, Afiz, I would like. Afiz, have you
I
just
thought
tasted
Nigerians
this?
take
It looks
heat
like
better
you
than
have.
Ghanaians, my guy. Why you? I got you.
yeah, describe. It's an audio content.
So for
It
the
is an audio
audience-
show.
For the audience to listen.
It does something to your breath, right? It does something to your breath. Like, I'm good now. I am good now. It's still just pepper in my lips and my
Wow.
throat.
For the audience. Oh, wow.
Pardon me.
Edit most of what I'm saying. So for the audience listening. What the fuck's this shit called again?
Oh,
What's
it's
that
the
called?
Grim Reaper.
So I just had. I just had the Grim Reaper. I can just say
That'll sober you up quick.
it's attacking my back.
Right?
I feel attacked. My lips feel like they haven't had Vaseline in 12 years. My tongue feels like I just had Nando's sauce, but rather than just biting the chicken, someone poured it in my mouth.
Nando sauce ain't even that spicy. Even the extra hot, my brother can do that easy.
Oh my days.
James Brown, what's up, bro?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, though, this tastes fantastic, but I would never have this shit again. My lips are fucking chirping.
What do you mean it
right now.
tastes fantastic? It doesn't have any taste. It's just pure acid.
Burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back. I need Vaseline. I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
go off
you
screen
what,
real quick.
Neil, closing notes. Oh my god, it's like my DPD delivery is just on point, and I think that's someone approaching Neil's door right now.
Yeah, the fact is, I'm not gonna have that.
No, Neil.
Neil?
Please. Neil, please.
And we're recording it. Someone
Right.
is at Neil's door,
Neil,
and someone
Neil.
is approaching
Neil.
Neil. I think that's Stu coming into
Neil,
Neil's room right now.
please
Someone
have it.
is pouring the liquid into Neil's drink, and yeah, Neil, I think it's your turn to drink it now. Yeah, it's
Neil.
on the
It's
webcam.
fine.
We can
It's
all
fine,
see you.
my guy.
We can all see you.
You
It's-
kind of get a euphoric feeling where you're almost high.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I
need to
imagine
take
being
a small
high
sip.
is like.
I'd just like to say that you guys are African.
just small sip. Bro.
Yeah.
It's fine, man.
You
And
guys
you're
are
from the
African.
mountains of
If you've ever seen
Caucasus.
Anime, the filler episode is the best part, so you're the filler. You're great.
Me and Afis are canon. You are filler.
No, you guys.
Hey man, it's just small sip. What the fuck
Right.
am I?
Right.
Don't let me
Okay.
hanging.
my God, my bad, my bad.
Okay.
Hey, just small sip, bro.
Okay.
Small sip.
Okay. You guys are African.
Content.
You guys
More spews for more views.
are accustomed to having. Very
I don't know what you're saying. All I'm hearing is when
Very
you should be
spicy
chugging that
food.
drink.
Remember that episode of Shameless where the black kid was like, "Yeah, we'll go
No.
spice for
Oh
spice,"
my.
and he's just got a whole handful and
No.
shoves it in his mouth, and it's like, "Yeah, this is easy."
I'm
and the
gonna
boy
make
was
a
like, "Oh,
conscious
goddamn."
decision,
Neil, please drink. Just
and
a
that
little
is to
sip.
not have. This.
Neil,
Just take a sip.
please. Just a little
Just
sip.
take a sip.
Just a little sip.
Just one
please.
sip. Like when I tell you, look, right? Look at my
Look,
screen.
those guys
Look at
are
my
barely
screen, right?
phased.
Look at my screen.
I can see you.
I'm
It is
smiling.
hurting. It is hurting from here
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yeah,
to
No,
here.
Neil, look at me. I'm smiling.
I have seen Afis have things that made me, like, that crippled me.
I am expecting this to turn you bright red, and I
Neil,
cannot
please.
wait to see
Just a
it.
little sip.
Just
tiny
a-
sip.
In
Hey,
fact,
just
yeah,
the
just
smallest,
let
man.
it touch.
Just the smallest. Just
You
let
don't
it-
need to swallow.
Dude, let it touch the
Hashtag
lips.
pause.
Just let it
Just
touch.
let it. Just let it touch your.
Hey.
Let's let it touch your tongue. Just
This
a
is-
tiny little bit.
It is literally
You don't need to swallow. Just touch.
just
your tongue.
only a tip, man. Just 1.6 million Scoville units of just
Neil, come on, you got this.
tip of the tongue.
I literally touched the rim of the cup. Oh my days!
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I've got so much respect for Sean Evans. What the fuck?
He does that shit and doesn't even flinch sometimes, man.
Okay,
But I'm good now. I'm
I
good now.
literally touched the rim.
Neil, I just put Vaseline on my
Hey.
lips just to calm it down.
I
I'm
literally
good now.
touched the rim of the cup with my tongue. Rob,
Oh,
is that
shit.
your?
I
Okay.
feel like I've just done that
I'm not gonna
Khloe
lie.
Kardashian challenge. My lips feel huge.
I
Someone-
literally touched the rim of this cup with my
Guys.
tongue, and my tongue will not stop watering now.
Someone's just came to my door. I'm just gonna answer it real quick.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, so it seems that somehow I've coincidentally delivered it to my own door. Boys,
Yes, we are.
to close this podcast and to
Damn right
close
we are.
the episode 10 drunk episode, I'm going to take a sip for everyone to enjoy my
He's
reaction
actually
for
gonna
it.
take a whole shot of the cup.
And
Rob, can you film
On this
yourself
note-
doing this, please?
yeah, sure. And I'm gonna finish it with
Wait, you're gonna finish the whole
Wait,
thing?
Rob, wait. That's not how we do this.
Because
We
Rob,
need to
that's
do
not
my
a good
bits
idea.
first.
That is not a good idea to finish the whole thing.
Please
Yeah,
don't finish the whole
I'll tell you
No,
right
no,
now,
no.
your
Oh.
intestines
Excuse
will
me,
fucking
excuse me,
hate
gentlemen.
you.
What we do normally-
Sorry, family that's
What we do
listening. I
normally-
just swore and I've been swearing.
Let's
the
do
whole
my
time.
section. So I would like to say,
I'm an adult. Say something.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the rest of this podcast. If you've reached this far,
This
I
isn't the
commend
season finale, is it?
you. No,
Oh,
John,
good.
shut
Thank
up.
you. Jeez.
Jesus.
Right, I was gonna say.
Also, as I said, I only touched the rim of that cup, and I can still.
and we all know how Neil loves job.
Rob, you have to remove that. Rob, I'm trying to be
Sure.
a teacher.
Yeah.
Spell boy. Luke is like
Spell Pacific Rim.
you was like what? Spell boy.
Yo man, I got this shit slightly on my hands, it's already burning my skin.
So anyway, that is stupidly hot. I barely touched the rim of the glass with my lips. As always, thank you for listening to the podcast. If you made it this far, because honestly, as God knows, we're not sober and we made it this far.
I'm still sober.
Thank you for listening. Embrace the day, people. Rob,
Robbie
on to
failed.
you.
Oh, I will succeed. You do not even know the full extent of my... Right, so for everyone listening, I thought, you know, if I've made everyone do this, I might as well do it myself. And we're going to post this on at my Digress, doing the shot. Alright, let's do this. 1.6 million Scoville units, might I add. And this is to all those fat vegans out there that might hate me.
Kind of takes your breath away a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, no.
Just a little bit. Takes your breath away a little bit, doesn't it?
Wow!
Oh, yeah, exactly. You gonna struggle, my guy.
And this has been one great... No, that really hits fucking hell.
Yeah, you almost feel winded, right?
So this has been one hell of a great episode. I've enjoyed the guys. I have loved this drunk episode. And on that note, I digress.
So, yeah.